Yes, people, welcome back to DR Sports for another edition of the weekend roundup show. And this time, we've got the full panel back for the first time this year. Flex is back in the building. Very good to have you back, my brother. How are we?
I'm good, man. What have I missed
Tell you
in
what,
a month?
you weren't wearing that on Sky.
Yeah, you got to keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Different films, different things, different audiences. You got to be adaptable. Yeah. That's what gets you far in life.
Positionally versatile,
yeah? Exactly. 100%. What's been going on? What have I missed?
You're still shit.
Yeah.
So
You're still top.
We're still top.
But, you know, I left below Spurs. I've come back above Spurs.
Yep.
I don't know how that's happened.
We're both striving for 40
But we're
points.
both trying to get 41 points.
And nothing else has changed because Mateta rose.
Yeah.
What
He
in
rose
the
again.
Yeah, nothing's changed. So you're still wearing other teams' colours, but your own. So yeah, that's true. I thought you wear a Spurs shirt because you actually bought a win, but you
bought a win, did
so
we?
so you
We
actually
bought one. We
so
didn't
you
buy
actually
nothing.
hold on. So
Look
you,
at this window,
wait
we
there,
buy
hold on.
nothing.
This is how I know nothing's changed on this whole channel.
Nothing will
Yeah.
ever change.
This person to my right
Is the one
could
giving
not
you
get
the
a win for love nor money. This is the
love nor
perfect
money.
day
49
to don
days.
your own jersey.
Yeah.
But like Thierry Henry said, just only yesterday, it's what Spurs do. They're always interested in everybody. Why are you not wearing a Spurs shirt today? Because you won.
Firstly,
You won a game.
Firstly, I've done Inside Spurs this morning, so that'll drop later. Go watch it. Thank you.
Inside Spurs.
Secondly,
Sorry.
Different
pick
channel.
that,
Sorry,
pick that back
pick
up.
that up. Sorry.
Pick up Inside Devils there
Nothing.
as well when
Didn't say
you're
it.
down there.
say it.
Anyway, it's the first time I'm seeing you. It's the
Yeah.
first time.
We're back, baby.
It's the first time I'm seeing you, and you know, maybe we all missed you, and we just wanted
maybe.
to remind you that Mateta will always dunk on your head.
All right, well, as you can see, Flex and Abbi are on the show. It's good to have them sitting back next to each other.
I haven't missed much then, have I?
To my right, it's Matisse, and to
chill
my
guy.
left,
She's a chill
it's the Don. Big Rob's in the building.
Wow.
Yeah, big
Aw.
up. Yeah.
You enjoyed that, yeah?
Respect.
Feels like first day back at school.
Respect.
It's nice.
It's good, isn't it? Have we told them we? No. Smash the like button. Get your comments in. We've got loads of chats to move through already. By the way, we're not late, right? I did a tweet a couple
on
of hours
time.
ago saying, guys, just to let you know, the roundup show today is at 1:30, not 12:30. So I hope that hasn't impacted your lunch breaks too much, because I know people like to watch this 12:30. But we're here anyway, and it's going to be a belter of a show. Rob, we must start with Arsenal embarrassing the current champions. As we know, Miles Lewis-Skelly came of age last night. He scored his goal, did that celebration to rattle Erling Haaland, who then went on to give it the Jamie Vardy to the fans, going, listen, you can't rattle me. I've won it 4 times in a row. Who are you? That kind of one. First time Pep Guardiola, Rob, has conceded 5 goals to a Big Six team since 2007, right? Unbelievable scenes.
I know that.
Talk to me. I mean, I've seen your fan cams, I've seen the content, I've seen the Stay Humble shirts on the back.
Outrageous.
It's not that very humble, actually, to do that.
Not at all.
But talk to me, man. 5-1 win. Let's give you your moment, because you deserve it.
No,
mate.
it's a great win. It's a great win. You know what I mean? It's a nice sort of zen moment, right? And no, I thought we were brilliant yesterday. Everything about that game, I loved. It reminded me of back in the day when it used to be Arsenal, Man United. You know, Keown, Van Nistelrooy, Roy Keane, and Thierry Henry. Listen, you guys are still top. You guys are still the team out in front. But there has been a big rivalry that started to build up between us and them. And, you know, when people say, oh, but he's won all these titles, of course we know that. They're the benchmark. They've been absolutely brilliant. You know what I mean? Haaland's the best striker in this league. He's one of the best strikers in the world. But let's not forget the last game, what happened.
Julian
right?
said he's not even that good.
Huh? Well, listen.
Julian's like, well, is he even that
He
good?
probably would have said a
Well,
Martinelli.
actually, to qualify what he was saying, he was sort of saying that, you know, he was sort of saying he's a guy who'll do nothing all game,
and then still score.
but then still score.
It's like Mo Salah.
And that is actually what makes him so good, right? Because he can do nothing.
Yeah.
As in that game, he was getting marked out of the game, but then one moment, bang, and that's what makes him so good, right?
Yeah.
And we respect him as a footballer, and we respect how good he is. But that last game, when we played him at their place, and I remember saying to you guys at the time, they were completely rattled. I remember when they went 1-0 up, and they were giving it all the like, and they thought it was going to be like few years ago, where now they would go on 4-5.
There was 1-0 up early in that game as well.
Yeah,
It
they
was like 9
forgot
minutes
it's
or
a
something.
different Arsenal now. It's more resilient Arsenal, an Arsenal that don't really mess about, right? And when we stuck it on them and we went 2-1 up, remember Calafiori scored that goal? And then you could see, like, I remember the whole stadium was in shock. I'm like, huh? What's going on, man? No, this is not. Normally we just slap up these men and move on. What's going on? How dare these men? And they were rattled. They lost it. And then obviously we went down to 10 men and they came back. And Haaland's antics in that game was ridiculous. Like, he should really.
Yesterday? Oh,
the first game.
Yeah,
Remember, he took the ball, threw it in the back of Gabriel's head.
Elite.
And that bounced.
That's all right.
It bounced.
And everybody was
hard.
laughing at that.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Right? He did that. Miles Lewis Skelly
Yeah.
had a little run-in with him. Young kid.
Yeah.
He said to him, who the F are you? Who the F are you? Disrespect the kid like that. The end of the game, he's tapping.
Didn't know who he was then, though, did he?
Yeah.
I bet he does
Now he
now.
does, so it's
Yeah.
fine.
No,
By the way,
I think it's all perfect.
I bet that gets said 100 times on a football pitch.
100.
Bro.
Yeah.
That's the one
Who
time
you?
he got caught out on camera.
Yeah, right.
All the time.
Mad.
Yeah.
What have you? Who are you?
Arteta's coming at the end of the game. Arteta's coming at the end of the
All
game.
that. To do all that.
It's just classic shit.
Arteta's
Yeah.
coming at the end of the game. Never said nothing to him or nothing. Just shaking everybody's hands. He's telling him to be humble.
Slaps his chest.
Slapping him and all that.
Oh, Arteta's
As I said yesterday, if that was
Picking on
me, I'd
little
lick him
Gabriel
down.
Jesus.
Yeah.
If that was
His
me, I'd
ex-
lick him
his
down.
bully.
Boy, right? Gabriel Jesus used to play for them.
Yeah.
He's calling him an effing clown. So it's all right for him to do all that because he's won the league. So you can talk to people how you want and do it. Yeah? Maybe with other clubs, but with us. We remember.
Oh my God.
We remember.
We remember.
Maybe if he did that to Spurs.
It is the worst fan base to do this to.
Yeah.
Worst
It
fan
is the
base.
worst.
The
It is the
fact
worst.
you've got stay
Yeah.
humble shirts is
Yeah.
a joke. It
Maybe-
just sums up your
not very
opinion of your
humble, though.
club.
Hold on, wait a minute,
It's
wait a
just
minute.
such a ridiculous
Oh
thing.
my God.
Ridiculous.
I'm
Oh
so
my
glad
God.
I'm back.
I just
Wait.
want-
Hold on. Say that again.
I'll
Wait a
give
minute.
it to him.
Say that again.
That's
Wait
a
a minute.
cold thing
Wait
to
a
do.
minute. Say
Cold
that.
thing.
Wait.
It is.
Abbi.
It was brilliant.
Cold.
Abbi, I want you to say that again. What you
Nothing
saying?
has changed.
The fact that we've got what?
That you've got their shirts that say "Stay humble."
The woman who's wearing a Mateta shirt.
Your club.
He's been done.
The woman who's wearing a Mateta shirt is telling
Yeah, but
me
you
that.
should have waited because you're trying to make this point now. You can't.
Right, now let me move on with my
Outfit
point.
today.
Let me move on with my
I
point,
just think
right?
it's part of the outfit.
Let me move on with my point, right? So he did
well.
It's cold.
Abbi,
So let me move on
Abbi
with my point.
Summers.
So he did all that.
Outfit today.
He did all that, right? And the Arsenal fan base remember everything. We don't forget nothing, right? So first of all, as the game started, you could tell the atmosphere was raucous in there. Right? Every song was aimed at Haaland. So,
Yeah.
and there was some good ones.
can't repeat some of
I
them.
I can't repeat the back here, but I have to say, I rated them. They were good, right? And when they got the goal back, you saw him when he's marching up to
That's
you.
what made it better because he thought,
Right,
right,
so,
watch
yeah,
now.
look, see?
Now, watch me do this.
Brother, after that.
Yo, story
I
time
laughed,
with Robbie
yeah.
today.
Yeah, we just got to
And I
listen.
laughed.
We just gotta listen.
I love when Gabriel's run past him and laughed up in his face. Hey boy, yeah, you throwing the ball? Throw the ball in my head now. And the one that I loved the most was Lewis Skelly, and this just shows the confidence of this kid. It was when he played against Tottenham when he was got taken off and they tried to rough him. He's like, get off me and that, and he went round. You could see his arrogance in a good way, right? The confidence of that kid, and then for him to do that celebration,
A joke.
that just shows, right, that he's like, yo, listen, obviously, Haaland, we know how good you are. We know you're the best. But yo, bro, don't take man for fool. Right? We do your celebration back right up in your face. Yeah. And I loved what Arsenal did yesterday. I loved that. And I'm sure if that was you, all your teams, you would love it as well. You stand up.
Especially to
You
them
stand up,
and
right?
him.
We
Yes.
know they're the best, right? Listen,
Not this year.
they're not the best this year. We know what they've done over the. We know
How
what
the
they've.
heck have you done that?
Because it's him, bro.
How have you done
Sorry.
that?
Like
Robbie
I've realised,
story time.
nothing
I've got to
has
move on with the
changed.
show.
Nothing.
We know.
Everything's the
Robbie's
same. I
story
thought.
time.
Listen.
I just thought 2025 haven't been in the
We
month.
know over the
Might be
years.
some changes. Everything's the same.
Yeah, we know over the years what they've done. We know that they've been the best team, right? We know they're the, as I said, right? But that don't mean, bro. That don't mean that you know what I mean, you're just gonna rock up at our place and feel that we forgot about it.
What about the DJ playing
Right.
Be Humble at the end?
Loved it, bro. Kendrick Lamar won that. You know what I
Do you
mean?
know what, yeah?
I love it. We're called Arsenal.
Holy no, you're
Scared.
feeling.
Do you know what?
that saying? We ain't scared of you, man. You know what I mean? Like, we'll play it. What, we must be, it's a City, we can't play that, it's Pep. Nah,
Yep.
play the trick, run that.
Run the
They should have wheeled it up. They should have
Money pull up.
pull up that
Yeah, it
block.
should have been money pull up.
Yeah, if that was me, I would have went, if I was a DJ, I would have, what you want to
Get
again?
AG on it.
Yeah?
Bring
All
it
them
out.
man, they carry the Gary Neville. Oh, well, That's wrong for what he didn't say that when he threw the ball in the back of Thing's head.
Oh, it's fair game.
And Gary Neville, that's what he used to thrive on.
Yeah.
When he used to play.
What do you say? I used to
What's up against Liverpool?
When he
What's up with-
celebrated
It's almost
against
like the-
Liverpool.
Yeah, against what's up with all
It's
these
the
pundits?
ex-pros
Looking like some
They've
rat.
turned full hypocrites.
Hold that.
All you got to go back and see when they played, right? It
was worse.
Or what it is with those guys.
Yeah, it
If
was.
Arsenal
This
don't
was
do
child's
nothing
play
now,
compared.
a roll over, they talk how they're soft and they're this and they're that.
And now Arsenal too
Make
aggressive.
your mind
too,
up, man.
Facts.
What you want?
Facts.
I love it.
Listen,
I love it. That's why
Shithousery.
you know the player I used to love, yeah, right? You know you got a player that plays for another team that you like. There's two, and they both used to play for Chelsea,
Costa.
right? He's one of them, right? Players that play you like. I
And
hate
Drogba.
that guy, but
Drogba.
I actually love that guy. I love a player like that in my team. Costa and Rudiger. Rudiger
yeah,
is a
yeah,
love.
yeah,
Love
yeah.
Gabriel reminds you a lot. Like he's very.
I thought he was going to say
similar
Roy Keane and that. Like, cause,
We're
you know.
going to say
No,
Suarez.
I'm just keeping it modern. You know what I mean? But Rudiger,
Yeah.
I used to love how he carried on,
when he
right?
did his little run. thing.
Yeah.
Wicked. He still does it now. He still
No,
plays
it's
like
true.
that.
Injured
Gabriel
now,
gives me
so-
that vibes.
It's true. It's true.
Gabriel gives me that vibes,
the
and
art
he's
of
a very
shithousery,
good
innit?
player. And I thought yesterday, fantastic win, man. Fantastic win by us. Pressurized game. You know what I mean? Listen, we're still far off Liverpool, but if we lost that game, probably done.
It's done.
Right?
Yeah.
And, you know, after what Liverpool did, it's not just the fact that you've got a really tough game. And remember, when people say, yeah, but City, they're coming into this game in
5
the
wins.
league on form. Everyone's saying, oh, they will watch out for Foden, watch out for this, watch out for that.
Mamouche.
You know what I mean? Mamouche, they bought players in. We haven't bought no one in. I thought it should have been more than 5.
They can't.
Yeah.
defend.
Yeah, it could have been.
They
They
get, and
they
they,
actually
and they gave up.
can't
And actually,
defend.
obviously, we have to speak Arsenal, which we have and we continue to do. Man City.
Yeah, we've got to get to that.
I
but
mean-
I just got to say, Lewis Skelly,
Cold.
Bachmann.
even as a rival, I was smiling.
Yeah.
100%.
I was like-
you can't not root for him.
I was like, I actually really fucking like that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I rated it. Like,
You have to rate it, man.
18 years old, like the
He was-
bollocks on you to do that.
Yeah.
He was having a
18.
great game as well. That's
Yeah,
the
he's
thing about him.
brilliant.
He was having an unbelievable game. The way that he was just charging up and down that left-hand side,
Is he left footed?
he was just so good.
Even in general, yeah, away from that shithousery, like you're saying. I know people say that Ashley Cole thing is like, oh, since Ashley Cole, we haven't really. Listen, let's chill.
Yeah,
Don't
chill
put
on that one.
But he's incredible, you know.
He's
Like,
disciplined as well.
I can't believe for 18 how strong he actually is. Like
Yeah.
this is the Premier
Rushing
League.
off hard.
This is the most physical league there is. And every time I've seen him play, he just doesn't look out of sorts. He can travel with the ball. People bounce off him. I'm seeing senior pros, senior man just being left by this kid. And he's technically sound. He can get forward. He's shown he's got a bit of an eye for goal.
Yep.
And this is at the point where you've brought in Calafiori like in the summer to go like a bit of cover there. He can play centre half, play left wing, left back.
Timber's played
Timber
there
can
as
do
well.
it and that. Hey, lend, mate.
Yeah.
And if
the thing
anything,
is-
you don't like. Don't
Leave
really
it-
need
Leave it
Calafiori.
back
And
in the
Wanyeri off
fridge
the
at
bench
home.
And
as well.
Wanyeri now. Look
Flex,
what
you
he's
know-
doing.
Yeah.
Flex, you know the thing is,
Yeah,
right, is that he's not even a left back, right? He's a midfield player.
Is that
right?
what?
He's-
Is that why he
yeah.
played in the academy?
So he's only just been drafted into the
He's
team.
played centre mid.
He got drafted
Look
into
at
the
that
team.
left 8, man.
Mad.
Drafted into the team through injuries.
He
Right,
could play him and
and,
Calafiori.
and that's literally through injuries he's been drafted in. He's done so well. You think Calafiori played well last week against Wolves when he come on, scored the winning goal. So even when I saw the team, I was like, wow, okay, he's starting. But I said to myself, I'm still cool with it.
He shouldn't have got sent off anyway.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
so
I said I'm
he should
still
have been,
cool with it,
yeah.
but I'm like, okay, how much must he trust this kid to put him in this game? He played against Spurs, he played in this game. These are big games to make him start. You know what I mean? So you got to and it's we interviewed his mum before on AFTV because she's got this app where it's all about helping youngsters coming up through academy
A
football.
podcast as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's
it's
good.
done a podcast, right? And when you meet her, you can see why this kid's level-headed.
Yeah.
Because she's a very smart woman. She's like, and as I said, this thing that she's doing where she's trying to help kids in academies and is particularly aimed at the parents.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which, and I think you just see that rubbing off. I met Wanyeri in the summer on pre-season, level-headed kids, straight A student at school. Like
He's still got Arsenal under 18s in his Instagram bio.
Yeah, well,
He
he's
ain't even changed
17.
it,
mad.
He's 17.
He's like, I'm being humble, I ain't made it yet.
Yeah, he
I
did
remember
first
when
team, yeah. He said,
I remember when he first came in to Arsenal and he played at 15. Remember, he became our youngest player, and Jason Cundy was criticising Arteta and saying, you just did that as
exactly.
it's all about you. Nah, this kid's talented. I saw him score the same goal during the week against Girona.
Yep.
I
was shocked he didn't start.
I'm looking at it, I'm thinking to myself, hey, if you're Saka, you're thinking, boy,
Yeah.
no, not yet,
Just
man.
like,
but,
it's an early doors.
Yeah, not yet, but
Early
boy.
doors.
I'm going to start getting a little bit worried here, man, because
With Lewis Skelly.
again, sorry to cut you there. Again, with him, his position's really midfield.
Odegaard,
Right, Wanyeri, Odegaard's type, right? But he's been shifted out because of injuries onto that right. I think he looks better out there because he's so good on the ball. And when he cuts in, you know what I mean?
Devastating.
Like, with them little Iron Robin finishes, man, I'm like, yo.
You've got some of the answers within the thing, with how young Lewis Skelly is.
It's crazy,
my
man.
uncle told me a story because my little cousin's at Chelsea, and he's like, he's come across Miles's mum quite a few times, and he said this story to me the other day. He goes, he was in class, like school still, and like Arteta's ringing him in the thing saying, he's supposed to be over here with us. Where are you? The teacher's like taking the photo saying, he's in the lessons, like he's here, and Arteta's doing the whole apparently Arteta's like saying, sorry, like obviously you got to do your schoolwork and stuff, so like just meet us after, like
That's crazy,
like
isn't
you're not really deep in like these are kids, but they're playing like at elite, like this is elite Champions League.
It's Man City you're playing,
like,
man.
do you know what I mean? But you still got to just make sure you go and do your GCSEs.
How much must you back yourself to do that Haaland? Because Haaland did this, right? But how much, as a youngster, you're thinking, boy, it's still Haaland, man. You know what I mean?
So, Rob, 2 minutes in, Odegaard scores, Partey scores, deflected goal.
He was brilliant, by the way, Partey.
Kai Havertz, who missed a hatful of chances.
He missed an absolute sitter, but then he scores a wicked goal.
He leaves the game with a goal and an assist against Man City.
Yeah.
But he didn't want those chances early on. I saw, who was the pundit yesterday?
Gary Neville.
He didn't want to hit that chance where he could have shot, but he lays it off to Odegaard.
That's why we need a striker still. But I thought he had a great game, and he works tirelessly, and he does have that in. If he was a bit more confident in himself sometimes, Kai Havertz, because he does have some great finishes.
Yeah.
You look at some of his goals he scored this season, been some great finishes.
But when he's got too much time to think about it.
Yeah, but he had to.
It's a bit like Nunes.
I heard Neville say that yesterday, but he had time to think about the second one because he's running through. He runs the overlap. He gets the ball. He cuts back in.
I think if he's got one touch to take,
that's not just like you know what you're saying with Nunes. That's not like a one touch blam.
Yeah.
He crafted that.
If you're gonna try and figure him out, you're gonna waste a lot of time. You're out here saying, if he takes a touch, maybe
I've told you this already.
If he looks to his right, then he shoots on it. No, just stop. Just don't try and understand. Just
let it go.
Just accept. Let it be what it is.
Just accept. Do you know what I have to say? This was one of the. This is one of the games against a Big Six side in recent times where I feel Arteta's gone, right, pedal to the metal from the first minute, let's go and kill them. Because against Liverpool, he didn't necessarily do that home and away. Against City, they obviously scored first. You got back into the game.
When we played you at home, though, we had a lot of injuries that day. But I think even though we still had injuries, I think now with some of those young players that have come in, he's kind of trust them more to do, you know what I mean? I don't know really he would have trusted them to do that. And I think Liverpool are a better side. Liverpool are a better side as well.
Yeah.
So you've got to be a bit more cautious.
City are horrendous.
Whereas with
But
City,
I
the way
enjoyed
they
seeing
pressed
Arsenal
them,
just go, do you know what? We
just
smell a
pressed-
bit of blood.
Yeah.
Let's ramp.
Yeah, they just went for the kill
let's
properly.
Score loads of goals today. And like you said, it could have been more.
Liverpool are a better side. You can't just go pressing on.
And
like
Gabriel
that if they
again.
beat that press.
Yeah, this guy. Like, I saw an interview with him and Saliba before the game. Patrick Davis, I think it was, and he basically saying like how important it is to like. He said this thing with Haaland, like, is that in the past now? Is it gone? He goes, no, it's still there. He said it's still there.
Was that before the game?
Yeah, before the game. And he said
like
it's still
it,
there, but then he also said like it's important to keep your emotions intact though, because if you don't,
which they did because
but
they
that's
didn't
what I'm saying.
get
That's
booked or nothing like that.
that's
Well,
why.
Odegaard did get booked for dissent, and I was thinking, is this the start? Are they
Nah, they
slipping?
didn't, and that's why
But
you have to commend,
they
especially
carried on.
Gabriel being where he's the aggressor. He's the whole listen, Haaland. You see you. It's me and you. My boot come off. Go and get it for me. Like he's on that. Like you see, and then Haaland's trying to do like, oh, shall I help you up? Move.
That's a move, yeah,
Move.
yeah.
Like this
Brother.
is what it is. So he managed to do all of that.
Yeah.
Then there was a couple of like weights him off the ball, got the ball off him, and then the crowds. So he's managed to do all of that without overstepping it, getting
the
yellows,
line,
dragging him down. And like you said, when Haaland's doing this, you're thinking, Arsenal, this could go south.
Yeah.
This, and then nah. So
Yeah.
I really rate him for that.
Gabriel's not Brazilian, man. He's born in Kingston, Jamaica. Watos.
Not the favelas, no.
Tivoli Garden, not the favelas.
But
Tivoli
no,
Garden. Right?
Portmore, yeah?
Portmore.
But you know,
They're Spanish tone.
you know who we
Right,
need,
they might have
we need to speak about Foden, man. We need to speak about Foden because
I was
this guy,
scared of him when the game started. But
This
he was
guy is
quiet.
entering his prime now. He's not a kid anymore.
25.
He's 24, but he's going to be 25. He had an unbelievable season last season. Yeah, unbelievable season. But now De Bruyne is clearly the bench player where he's going to come on, have his 15, 20-minute cameos. He's had the David Silva learning, growing, staying in the Pep facility, never going out on loan. Now it's time for you to rise in these big games. Now it's time for you to really make this team your own. You're meant to be building around Foden. That's meant to be the epicenter, the fulcrum of the team. Mamouche is meant to just supplement. All these other guys, Savinho, Doku, whoever it is meant to just be supplements, additions. You're meant to be the main man, the Mancunian in the middle of the park. He's not running games. He's not running the show. He's not getting on the ball. He's not making things happen. He's just looking for his little shots. Can I get my shot off? Okay, cool, but can you get on the ball and actually dictate? Can you drop in? Can you play the ball through the lines? He's not doing enough, and he's been poor this season, and it has to be mentioned because this he can't be playing for England.
It took him like 11 games to get going in
general. He can't be starting for
But
England.
it's-
Look all these midfielders we're talking about. Lewis Skelly, he can't be starting for
And then
England
you've got to
playing
think
like
about
this.
other players like a Morgan Rogers that would be on the outside.
Yeah,
for example.
yeah.
These guys are
It's
outperforming.
weird because obviously we spoke like he was player of the season last year, like by a mile. He was so good, and we always had that debate like Palmer, Foden, Saka. Like obviously that, based on this season, like you would completely mix that up, wouldn't you? As to people would have said, well, Foden's world class, and the debate about Saka, is Saka world class? But actually, I can't understand what the drop off is about with Phil Foden. Like with City in general, you can see how different they obviously are without Rodri, which is insane. The drop off from that one player can cause you. I know that they've got older legs in the midfield and stuff like that, but defending wise, has Rodri protected that back line the whole time?
No, I think it's because
they
the
are
drop off
all over.
because they've all dropped off. So like you look at De Bruyne, you look at Bernardo Silva. Grealish hasn't been doing enough. Doku, like I always say, bottle of fizzy pop. Don't know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Like what we've learned about Phil Foden is that he is obviously incredibly talented and an incredibly skillful talent. Of course, he is individually, but he's heavily reliant on the environment around him and the system. If you take out like a Saka, there's certain players that if you take them out of their respective teams, they can still really perform because they're just that good. There's certain players, I know that cliche of system players, but like I feel like Phil Foden is probably an epitome of that. When he went into English trying to call out Southgate a little bit, I had to play on the left a bit, so allow that.
Bad timing.
Don't like no. Like if you are the guy, the smartest players on earth, the best players, find ways
Iniesta
to
played on the
impact
left
games. 100%.
So have we gone too early then saying that the world class thing?
Well, this is what the Arsenal
Yeah,
fans are
that's
pushing back
what
with,
people
saying,
will be
listen,
saying. Yeah,
That's what Robbie is.
this is why you got to do it season
Have we gone too
in,
early
season out.
saying the world class?
You got to be doing it
Ask Rio
season in,
Ferdinand.
season out.
Get rid of
You know what I mean?
Oh, it's like
Yeah.
It's like that, yeah.
Right? No, but
Rob.
Rio did say that. Listen, I was going into the game as fearful of Foden. He's been on form, but he was anonymous. I just think the midfield at Arsenal was really good as well, though, man. Like Declan Rice was just putting
very
out them
good.
fires everywhere. Partey was excellent. Odegaard's pressing. Yeah, but I guess still, if you're that world-class guy, you overcome that, innit?
Exactly, you've got to find a way.
Yeah,
Rob,
he was very quiet.
A word on the ref, Peter Banks. You thought he had a good game?
I gave the ref an 8 in my player
Yeah.
ratings. So listen, I didn't see the kick that...
I think it was a yellow.
But listen, I just felt that the way he refereed the game, which we're talking
Let it
about how
flow.
intense it was, he let the game go. I
Yeah.
thought, I'm not going to criticise the ref at all. Last week I was very critical of the ref in that game, in Michael Oliver. But
had
in
to
this
be,
game,
yeah.
I think refereeing's a hard job, and this guy did a good job in general. You know, you're going to get.
I just
the odd
want to say
things
that
wrong.
because it's not often we.
Yeah, no,
praise referees on here, is it?
Yeah, it's not
listen,
often
it's
opportunity
just-
to do it,
it's
is
better
it?
them
Let it
sort
run.
of games are tough to referee, right? And in general, yeah, there'd be
Yeah.
you could argue maybe this and that here and there, but that's every game,
He
isn't it?
did miss out on a yellow card for Savinho when Savinho went like that.
Yeah, he
but
waved
that's about it.
Imagine, but it happens, man.
Super chats. Akin Kwole, Toby is now a gold level member. Shout out to you as
Big
well as
up.
Thama S as well. Both gold level members. What does that get you? It gets you BTS content. We've just filmed some actually for members only on this channel. It's what happens when the cameras are about to go on and what happens when they go off. Lost Boy, big up Haylen, best academy in the world. Not sure about that, but it's up there. It's up there. It's up there.
We are getting carried away now.
Great win, Rob, but stay second, eh?
Gotta stay
21
humble.
years and counting.
Humble.
Jeremy, Foden is generational. Is that still a thing? That's what we just spoke about there. Lost Boy, can't wait for the next best of enemies. KG had mad chest last week.
Oh.
Robbie, I need you to cook him
Don't
extra
worry.
crispy for me.
What was his
he
chest
said.
about? What? Because
Yeah, he was just on the thing. You know, you beat what was it?
Style Bucharest.
FS.
Yeah.
I thought-
FCF.
Football
Yeah.
Club Style
yeah.
Bucharest.
When I saw that name, I thought it was some Russian spy.
No, they
thing.
changed the name. It's that same Style Bucharest from there. They just changed it.
Yeah.
And they've won a
So
championship.
he was on it, man. He was on it. Yeah, I'm coming through. Don't worry.
Jamie says, I don't know what's more surprising from the Prem this week, Southampton getting a win or Spurs getting a win. Hey, Tanishq, Neville, Slayton, Gabriel. Is it a colour thing? Says Tanishq.
Is it though? Is it a colour?
You know that actually
I'm
lives,
asking you.
that actually lives in
Is it
my
an underbelly
head.
colour
It's got
thing?
everywhere in it.
It's mental. It's just mad.
You don't. You know what? With things,
thing.
with
Is it though?
things,
Is it?
when things become a meme,
colour thing?
right? You just don't like.
You
And
don't
I've seen that.
expect it to happen.
You know when
then-
you know it's,
It's the best.
Right, you become a big
I hear
meme.
it
It's
in
when
my
it's
head.
like things not to do
Yeah,
with football.
exactly.
Yeah.
I just like everywhere I keep seeing that. I'm like, my God.
Is it colour thing?
Big him up though, man. London Nomad, Humble by Kendrick started playing at the Emirates after
Loved
City
it.
got smashed up.
Rewind.
Same night, Kendrick wins 5 Grammys.
See it there?
Irony can be beautiful.
Mind you, we could do winning 5 trophies. Still.
With one first. JQ, glad to see the full panel again.
Yeah.
Love to see it. Stephen Island's grandmother says, AGT and Abbi, did Havertz remind you of your Liverpool and Spurs legend, Ronnie Rosenthal? No, that miss.
No,
I
that
think
was
that
worse.
Ronnie Rosenthal, he goes around the keeper,
Worst ever.
open
Yeah.
goal, hits
That's the
Whenever-
worst. That is
when-
the worst ever.
Yeah.
You know, we have a shot that.
Torres is
You know
up
when
there,
you go,
though.
I can't
oh!
believe he. I couldn't believe he missed that.
But then he
Matisse
scored a
was
sick
like,
goal
I
in
know.
that game. as
believe
well,
he
though.
missed
You know he
Torres.
missed that.
Went round the
What, you
keeper.
can't believe? Of course.
I met him.
I couldn't believe it.
Belly flint.
MB.
That was one against West Ham was awful as well.
Shout out MB Muay Thai. Going to Thailand on Friday.
Drop it again.
Yeah, I will. I'll keep doing it. Robbie called it 3 weeks ago. Someone was getting a beating for Arsenal at some point.
Told you.
Thank you.
Licks I come.
Licks
Took off our belt and said, yo, City.
Got
are
to
you
carry that
ready?
up now. Wednesday, Matty Renton and them, man.
Oh,
Hey, yo,
it's
yeah,
fine.
Oh,
listen.
you know what? When you said
It will
a
be
month
like-
is a long time
Everybody
in football,
cussed
they've
me.
lost a couple of home games since then. I'll tell
but
you what.
absolutely
reversed.
slated for saying that, right? And I
month is
listen,
a long time.
I'm not saying
Win
I'm
the
not-
game, though, still.
Yeah, I'm not
still
saying.
gotta
No,
win the
no,
game.
no.
They
I'm
might win on the
saying-
night.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, I'm not saying we're going to win the
1-0.
game, right? It's
No,
still,
no.
it's still a tall order.
Win the
Listen,
game,
I've been
spin
up to
out.
that place, right? That place would be rocking, right? It's tough, right? All I was saying at the time, I was just making a point. That month, long time in football, man.
Slapped by
Things can
Bournemouth,
change.
lost to Fulham.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, I think Joe Linton might be out for that game. He's a big player for them. You know, I think he got injured at the weekend. You never know, man.
Hey.
They'll be bricking
You
it
never
like
know.
the first 10, 50. Like, 'cause if you
Mate,
score
first 10, 15.
Mm.
Jeez.
I
Bowder
thought it was
says,
dead rubber, but it's not.
No, no.
Good.
Tell didn't want to hear the Spurs tale by Levy. Ricky says, Paul, would a certain referee have carded MLS for a new crime copied celebration? Yes, 99%, no 1%, and the 1%
In Dye, you
City
got one for
fans
doing
and
that.
PGM.
Yeah.
It's
See you go.
provoking, you know.
Mad thing.
No, but he's promoting peace and tranquility.
Yeah, Zen.
Carlos, Arsenal, MLS Wanyeri. Meanwhile, Tomori and Tel rejected Spurs after
Seems like
seeing
we're
the
living
mentality
rent-free, aren't we?
of Spurs fans doing the Poznan whilst losing the game. Fizzy
Spicy
says,
tea.
a rare spicy cooking, but no City fan on the panel.
Oh, we got to get one.
Where can you find one?
Boovy. I see Boovy.
He
Hey,
crashed out
we did-
yesterday.
Yeah, no, but he was taking
Boovy.
Miles was on him.
Hold
Boovy.
that
Remember, he said like,
sausage.
when we did that chicken show, he was going, "Oh yeah, we're gonna finish above you. We're gonna finish above you."
But look how he's fallen now.
I go, yo, you
Look how
got
City
to
man
admit,
have
listen, you've
fallen
had
down
great
now.
years, but you poor this year.
Hold that.
I love seeing it. I sent Big Steve. He used to send me every time they used to beat us. He sent me a thing with sharks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
No sharks now.
What did I send him yesterday? I sent him a thing with a tin of sardines. I go, that's what you are now. You've got from sharks
Mackerel.
to sardines, Bridget. Yeah.
Did he do a fan cam?
Huh?
No fan cam?
Who?
Big Steve?
I didn't see his fan cam. Did he do one?
I don't
You know
know.
what?
I didn't even see him
Kind
missing.
of expect-
even
he
knows
usually
if he's
does.
there or
Usually
anything.
does
Man,
one.
I've gone
you know,
from
he's,
sharks to tin
Do you know
mackerel.
how I know Big Steve
Yeah?
is rattled?
Hey.
Because I texted him after the
Energy
game
for
saying, be honest, who do you want to win the league? And he went, anyone but them C words.
They don't like us now. That's the
boy.
thing. You see,
Yeah,
when,
they actually don't like
when we
him.
used to go up
When-
to the Etihad, this
Slap
yeah,
up.
you're right, Robbie, man. Yeah. Everyone's tapping
5-0, better luck next year.
You know them thing where everyone's tapping you on the back.
Patronising,
Literally,
patronising.
little bro,
I don't like that.
100%.
Little bro, you.
I mean, yeah, you're right, Robbie. Yeah, you want to come into the tunnel club and all them things. Now I don't get it. They stop inviting me now. Right, and now you're the enemy. Right, and that's when you know, all of a sudden now they're a little bit worried about you. That's why.
invited
That's what I said with that game.
Invited because he knows it's an easy 3 points.
Yeah.
As soon as they
Yeah.
realise.
Get some food in you, mate.
When
Get some
Haaland
drink.
went
Enjoy
marching
yourself,
off when he
Rob.
scored that goal, that's what they thought. It used to be that.
Voila.
Yeah.
I get it because it used to be that.
Yeah.
March off now and then incomings like De Bruyne. Yeah, them days
Yeah.
done.
Listen,
They've got to
John.
rebuild.
John.
To be in all seriousness, they have to.
They've got serious
and they are
things
doing
to
it. You see the players they're bringing in. And that Mamouche was probably one of their livelier players.
Yeah.
But they've got to rebuild because their midfield,
Dead.
without Rodri, man, they do look. You just run through
Trying
it.
to get.
John makes a good point. He says the average ticket price for fans yesterday was £100, but
Yeah.
oh god, no, don't celebrate beating the defending champs 5-1. That would be blasphemous. Hamza says there's nothing wrong with Arsenal fans celebrating winning against City. However, that stay humble is completely lost on all of you, bar Turkish. Black Hole, drunk Turkish on Big Six watch along was legendary. You were on that as well. The way the Emirates screamed, shoot to party Tottenham a crap, says Dadar. Joel, welcome back, Flex. Great to see the whole gang back together.
Chill.
Pause.
Relax yourself. Honestly, your minds are in the gutter, guys. Yesterday's humbling of City was epic, but we should stay humble. Go Gunners, says Joel. Sebastian, all the Arsenal fans gloating and stay humble stuff works if you're 10 points clear or something.
Oh, shut
Not
up,
if you're 6 behind,
We know
haven't
why
played
we
a
did
game
it.
more, and haven't won a title for 2 decades. You never walk
You
alone.
need to be
says
careful about that,
Sebastian.
Robbie. You see how Haaland is, like, when it's all said and done. So we've cussed him, that's true. But his point is that you
Yeah,
lot ain't
no,
won nothing.
and he's
you ain't
right.
Who, like, what have you
And he's
done?
listen, he's
Is
right.
that you got to?
He's right, but
Fabrizio
you got,
Bomba.
he's right, but you got to take it in the
Is it my
moment.
team?
Fabrizio Bomba.
Is it mine?
We got a player.
Mateus
Please.
Tell.
It's
On
straight.
loan move. Here
To
we
Spurs,
go.
isn't it?
To Tottenham.
What?
Yeah, I saw that.
Straight loan, no buy option
How?
clause. Agreement reached between clubs as Bayern
He
have
said
accepted the
no.
players'
I'm not gonna lie,
decision.
he's hella confused.
Why, man?
He
He's
said no, and
That's
now
just
he's
because
saying, "Oh, go on
that's
then."
Bayern who's made him do that.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
says
yeah,
that's
yeah.
ransom. You don't even want to come to.
That's ransom.
Bullshit.
That is ransom. Because, do you know what it was?
How
It's
has
be-
that
I
happened?
read something the other day. It's because I think Bayern owe us money still for
Kane.
Kane.
Oh yeah, I was reading
And this
that.
is like we ain't paying you, so
days.
just take him.
Because they weren't going to let him go anyway. Because they
what? They're not
permanent-
paying you.
Well,
But
I
they've
think this is
accepted
a way
a
to like
loan.
maybe counteract it.
Straight loan, no option.
Run,
Man United Football Club. I
rise!
swear to God.
Tottenham are back.
He don't want to play for
It's
you.
late.
It's very
Careful,
late.
careful,
He doesn't want
careful,
to.
careful.
I know he doesn't want
Do you know
to
how weird that
play.
is for someone that said openly, I don't want to go there,
Fine.
and now he's like literally dragging his heels to that
So when
football
you know
club.
when like you say, oh, you know, like your parent says like, oh, I don't feel well today, and your mum says like, you've got to go. Okay, you don't have to go to school.
got-
Then you go, actually, no, you do have to go to school.
It's weird that
This
he's going
is
with
crazy.
no option because I
Well,
thought
it's not weird because he doesn't want to go.
No, it's been forced.
He said
Oh,
no.
right,
forced to go.
He said no, don't give me that.
He's been
I don't want
forced to
that.
go. He doesn't want to go.
Next
He
up.
rejected them before.
This is huge.
By the way,
huge.
there is a separate transfer show
Hold.
tonight, Rob,
Hold
isn't
it,
there? On
Dusty
DR
Dusty
Sports.
Club.
I'm going to be hosting
Hold
that
it.
as the window closes.
Evan
towards 11
Ferguson's
o'clock.
joined West Ham as well.
Correct.
You threw
Evan
Daniel Levy
Ferguson.
out there. He said no in
But
his
he's coming.
face.
Yeah, I
went
know,
out
jokes.
there.
Good. I'm glad. Banter.
Hold.
They can pay the money for
You know
the
what?
ticket.
I can't
They can pay the
believe
money
it,
for the
bro.
private jet. Good boy. Good boy.
Pulled the shutters down on like the Dingo Dollars challenge when the man to get the wrong question. Pulled it down on
Next
Daniel
up.
Levy's
Yeah, well,
head.
look who's laughing now.
Hold.
Man United, I swear to God, you better go find
Madrid.
someone. How is Tell on his way to Tottenham
You got
after
9
saying no?
hours.
And it's a straight loan.
You got 8 hours,
where are we
56
at?
minutes, Flex.
What are we doing?
8 hours, 56 minutes.
This has actually pissed me
Also,
off.
did you see we bid
Hold
70
that.
mil for Mark Gay?
Yeah, I know.
Where's
exactly.
it?
Money's
How?
cut. Oh, you lot are moving mad. All late
Money
stuff.
are
But
on.
what?
Yeah,
I'm
but everyone's
sorry.
rejecting us, so it's
Man
fine.
United, what? If you lot, I swear.
He'll come off the bench
If you lot
against
don't get a
Liverpool now,
player.
won't he?
What the f-
That's
Tell will
insane.
play against.
What did you think he was coming to
He'll
you?
play at Anfield now.
No, we were the
on
only
Thursday.
people left.
He was linked
And then
with
it got shut down. It's like,
linked with
there's-
Arsenal, but then-
can't go nowhere. The finances,
Apparently
they
they
want a
were-
permanent,
again.
and now they're letting a loan with no option. So where are we? Why?
The
If
mud-
he's going
the
on loan
mud
with no
sibling
option,
battle.
how's he ended up there?
The mud sibling battle is
He
fascinating.
already said no. So why is he not coming to Man
Well,
United?
there's no option to buy.
It's a straight loan.
Yeah, I
Anyway,
know,
we
so
gotta
he's
move
just-
on.
He's like, well,
gotta
whatever.
move
If
on,
I got to go,
people.
I got to go, but I'm coming
So
back.
where are we? You
Mud.
already said no.
Mudded.
Hold. Joel is a gold level member. Shout out to you.
Don't
John,
wanna get with you.
Neville criticising Gabriel
I'll get
for
with you.
retaliating says more about him. If I let someone throw a ball at his head and do nothing about it, this is the favelas, man, says John. Rylan, even Spurs slapped this City team. Liverpool's game was miles
Hold.
harder and a better result. We
At
should
the
have won
Etihad.
that like 4-0. Great result, but Arsenal will always win nothing, says Macca. Abby, Ben White Summers is such a hypocrite,
Why Ben
says Caletso.
Yeah.
According to City fans, you need a trophy to do a celebration. What else do you need? A license. And as for Haaland, On that
It's in the plane already.
clown.
There he is in the plane.
So Chile. Right, let's move on.
He looks
So we've got
happy.
loads to get through, guys.
That looks like a man who's happy to come to
It looks
Tottenham.
like a man who said no and then realised he ain't going to play
Just
no
smile
football
for the
and said, I'll
picture
just
and
go
then-
Spurs.
You can cry again.
Run back the
Yeah.
Tamori deal. Run back the Mark Gay. Put another bid on the table. Go on, open
Oh,
them
Enoch
purse
in now,
strings.
Enoch in now,
No,
look,
Enoch
Levy,
always
everything,
out.
you're spending
Enoch
money
always
now,
out.
look at this.
No. This is a complete thing
Different
where
show,
Daniel
this.
Levy has realised I am literally up shit creek here without a paddle, and I've got to do something. The 70 million for Mark Gay is wild because I've never seen us do anything like that. But I feel like that's like, well, we'll just see.
If you get him, Newcastle will be pissed.
No, they already said no.
No, but they bid like 60 in the summer, didn't they?
Yeah, but I think ours was just like.
They wanted 80.
That
now
player
it's
you got,
70.
Danso, yeah, I know his brother really well.
Do you?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
I've not seen much of him other than what was it, the
yeah,
Euro,
no,
so.
so
Good player.
yeah, he's decent,
Yeah?
man. He's more of an old school defender though. He's like he's more of an old school centre back.
not great.
He played
Apparently around
against
the high line though, he's fast.
he played
Fast.
against us.
Good with his ball at his feet.
When was at Lons?
Not
We
so
played.
much.
Remember we played Lons in the.
Yeah.
He played for them, and the
Awesome.
first leg he played really, really well. But he's a
Another
good player.
bomber, another fab bomber. Nico Gonzalez to Man City, 60 million.
They did pay that release
Midfielder
clause. They
from
needed
Porto.
to pay the release
They got
clause.
money,
Mate,
man.
you
They
just
got
chucked
peas.
300 mil at it. It's a
They
joke,
got peace,
innit?
but yeah,
Anyway, next up.
Danso. I said to his brother, I go, listen, I understand the move, right? It's a high profile move because
He come through at MK Dons, didn't he, or something?
Yeah, he used to. That's why I met his brother. I met his brother because when I was coming back from Ghana,
Yeah.
and then we became friends there, and yeah, he was, and then he plays for Austria.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think they're from Ghana originally, and yeah, he's a good player. He's
But
a
it's
good. But I
weird
said to
'cause
his brother, I go, yo, you do realise now
He can be.
he getting booed by me. I'm sorry, right?
He can be registered as homegrown because he come through at MK.
Yeah,
So
yeah. So
All right.
strong player. Yeah,
Next up,
decent signing for you guys.
Maybe we'll see him Thursday. Who knows? We didn't include that in our
I
predictions.
reckon.
But...
Yeah, I reckon you'll see them both. Next up, Bournemouth, Liverpool. Goals from Mo Salah saw Liverpool pick up 3 points. Tricky away game. Let's not forget they've beaten Arsenal. They've beaten City. Vitality Stadium, not for everyone, Rob, but it was for Liverpool
to this guy.
on Saturday.
We down 10 minutes.
You can win with 10 minutes. It's possible.
Yeah, when-
but yeah,
when
do
did
you
you
know
do
what? That is a seismic win for Liverpool. That is so big.
Yeah,
And,
big win.
you know, all the eyes were on this game. Now all the eyes are on the Everton game. Now all the eyes after that would be on Newcastle and City. I get it. Your next game is the biggest game. But that game there, do you know what? The first half an hour, Bournemouth were really good. They put us under it. Obviously, they missed a couple of chances as well. We missed a couple.
Kluivert's been banging in shot after shot, wicked goals. Man's about 5 yards out and blast it over.
Well,
that was a
listen,
Rosenthal.
That's how
Sure.
it goes, yeah.
That was a
Yeah,
Rosenthal.
Rosenthal.
How
But-
it goes when luck's on your side,
Some-
eh?
Yeah, but the thing is, I was saying to,
Sorry,
to a
it's your
couple
team,
of
or?
no, you know, I'm gonna come to you. Right? But I was saying it to a couple of my Arsenal friends. The thing is, right, is that in every game sometimes teams will miss chances, but it's what you do when you get yours.
Exactly.
And that's what Salah.
And do you know what? The penalty as well. Let's not forget, we beat United 7-0 2 years ago. The game after, we go
Did
to
you?
Vitality. We lose 1-0 and Salah missed the penalty that game.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
do you know what? The actual technique, because sometimes if you go with the laces, you are risking where the ball ends up a little bit because you're going for power more than placement. But to keep that down right in the side net, and that's an unreal penalty. And obviously,
Was it a penalty?
well, that's what we're going to talk about now. Originally, when I first saw it, I said, there's no way that's a penalty. He's tripped himself up. But the clip that kind of went viral immediately after, they're missing a second before that where Cook actually does make contact with him. They've said on Match of the Day now that they're leaning towards it at full speed. When you're running like that, you get a clip. His inside of his left leg of Cook hits the outside of his left boot with Gakpo. And he goes down. Listen, if we didn't get a penalty, it might have gone to VAR. I was shocked originally, like I said, because I never thought it was a pen. But in hindsight, football's a great thing. You can slow it down at half-time, speed it up, look at it in frame by frame. And in the end, I've come to the decision that it was a penalty just.
Initially, when I seen it, I thought it was a penalty, but then I actually second guessed myself. So it was a close one. It was a close one. But
When I first saw it, I thought, because I saw just the initial one that was sort of going viral. I'm like, what's that? He's obviously tripped himself up. Although, I remember looking at the time and thinking, the player's not complaining.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
he
the
was.
telling
So he's
sign.
always
Yeah,
looking for
exactly.
something.
That's
Exactly.
telling.
Exactly.
Like,
Not
how
one
come-
player.
Yeah, I'm like, how
complained.
come he ain't complaining? And when you saw the next angle,
Yeah.
he does clip him. And the thing is about it, right? Even though it's really soft,
at
but
that
if you are
speed,
running at speed and someone clips you,
course,
you can,
you're gonna fall.
You can fall.
Yeah.
of course you're gonna fall.
And that was the
I
telling
think it's
sale.
one of those that if it's given on the field,
You can't
He's-
overturn it.
Yeah, you can't overturn
But
it.
if it's not given, that
Then
wouldn't have, I
we
don't
can
think
move on.
VAR would have said, go and look at
And
it.
that
so-
was the half an hour mark that Liverpool scored. Bournemouth scored an offside goal after that, just offside. Kirke's good work, Brooks good finish. But then these are the warning signs. You need to wake up, Liverpool. Going into half-time 0-0, thinking, right, control, do what we do under Slot. We get the second goal. But 20 seconds into the second half, Kluivert has a free header. Luckily, he bumps into Semenyo, so they kind of get on top of each other. But that is another warning sign. Minutes later, Kluivert misses that howler, and you're thinking, right, what are we going to do to react to that? McAllister may be fortunate not to get a second yellow, but Arne Slot doing what every top manager does when your players, your central midfield players in that position where he could pick up a red, take him off. And the last month, the timing of Slot subs has been unbelievable. Brings on Curtis Jones 5 minutes later, settles the game, gives it to Salah. And it's a little bit naive from Kirkes to... He's got his arms behind the back and he's showing him inside as if to say, bend it round me, do what you normally do and finesse it in the top corner. Maybe you try force him down the line, but it's Mo Salah. And we know what he's going to do. Did you see the guy on Twitter? He said, he's going to finesse it in the corner. And he finessed it in the corner.
That's cash money.
That's cash money all day
Salah.
long.
Yeah,
you can't miss it. And
He's
you know,
gonna
Salah
find
now
that side net every
178
time.
goals, overtakes your boy Frankie Lamps.
That's massive.
I think he's scored 20 goals in a season for 5 seasons plus now. And the consistency at the levels, even if he's having a quiet game, even if he's giving passes away, even if he's missing chances, that's what wins you titles with players like him who can just go, I'll decide this. You lot are all pissing around. I'll decide this now. I'll just whack it in the top bins. And then after that, we started taking the piss. Virgil was doing no-look back passes. Do you know what I mean? Alisson made an unbelievable save at the end. That was maybe Liverpool's biggest win of the season.
Yeah, I agree. I thought Bournemouth played well though.
They did.
I
On another day,
They
they
gave them
scored
the sort of
2.
game you would
Yeah.
expect.
11
they were
games
gonna give them.
unbeaten.
Semenyo, all these guys, Kluivert,
Hit the
they
post,
got a
Semenyo.
very good team. I think I don't know where they'll finish Bournemouth because they play some of the best football in the league.
Yeah.
They do.
They definitely could make Europa League. I think they'll take anything. Obviously,
Yeah,
I don't think they've won a trophy in their history.
Would their
have they?
stadium
So-
even be allowed to compete in Europe? Would
think
they
it
have to?
would.
Yeah. I
think
mean,
it would,
listen,
yeah.
I was there.
I've
You
seen
was
smaller
That
grounds.
stadium in
But that's
Girona,
like-
Yeah.
that Girona stadium was nowhere near as good as
something.
Bournemouth.
Yeah.
I think
When it's full,
12,
I was
wasn't it?
watching your preview.
12?
Julian
Yes.
said
Yeah,
it
I
was
think so.
12, and then the guy corrected him. That was funny.
But it's a small stadium.
No, it
Girona.
is, bro.
Yeah.
Bournemouth Stadium's better than Girona's.
yeah, I'd
Much
agree.
better. So
Open air as well.
Yeah,
Innit?
they'd be allowed in.
So yeah, man. How did you feel when you saw Liverpool getting that win?
Gutted. But it was an impressive win. You know what I mean? Because Bournemouth are a very good side. It's tough there, and they've been playing really well. They've been one of the informed teams. So that was a really impressive win by Liverpool. I do think. Listen, only you can lose the league.
I
I
agree.
feel
Totally agree.
only you can throw it away. You know what I mean? That lead, the games are going,
only 6
ticking
points, though.
down. It's only
but
6
they got a
points,
game in
but
hand.
Yeah,
they got a
Oh,
game
yeah.
in hand. Only they can throw it away. Like a couple of bad games.
It's all in your hands.
But you know, it is.
And remember, Arsenal have to go to Anfield as well.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
could just kill it with that. Well, when's that? That's 8.
May the 10th.
35th game.
Oh, so
Could be the game we win the league.
maybe.
Ooh.
Could
Don't
be over
be
by then.
Could get a guard of honour. Oh, can
could
you
also,
imagine the scenes, guys?
yeah, it could fall away a little bit.
No, it could.
that
And
could be
you're
the
right,
game where
Rob.
we pull it back.
And you
never
are
know.
right. Liverpool can only lose this league because of us and our own failings or whatever from here on in.
But at
So
the moment, you're
Liverpool-
looking strong. I think as well.
every
what-
test that someone's thrown at us, we keep
Yeah.
delivering with the answer.
I think your defense is looking.
you know
I
what?
think that if Van Dijk, everyone keeps saying Salah, I think Van Dijk.
He
that's
is just a
If
joke,
he stays
mate.
fit.
He's so good,
Yeah,
Flex.
no, you're not getting that.
You know what? At the minute, I was thinking about it the other day. We've got the best defence in the league, conceded the least goals. Got the best attack in the league, scored the most goals. And I think we've got the best midfield in the league. The versatility
It's up
and
there.
what they can give you is
Some
unreal.
people say Newcastle.
So
some
big
people
up the
say
Reds, man. We keep going. These lot on Thursday. Burst their bubble. We'll speak about that at the end. Back into Super Chats.
Oh,
Garbo.
yeah.
Abby, were you watching the Arsenal School City yesterday in the TalkSport studios because you looked a bit bored? Or were you amazed that you were actually watching football?
I was shocked that Arsenal actually played some free-flowing football.
I was
but
as well.
I've watched my own team score
That we
City
don't
at
score.
the Etihad, and
don't-
also
Here-
knocked them out
here's
the
one
cup,
for you,
so
Ab.
Remember,
don't chat
Abby,
to me about
just
City.
for that, we
Don't chat to me about City.
we don't
Get
score
every
goals,
light
and we
work.
only scored them from set pieces.
Light work.
Last year,
Yeah. I was in shock yesterday. I was in shock
We
that
only
there was an
scored from set
Arsenal side that
pieces.
actually turned
We
up and
don't-
thought, I'm going to
Yeah.
play football.
no goals from set pieces
Shocked.
yesterday. 5 goals.
Oh,
Abby,
yeah.
here's a good one from you
Oh,
from
God, keep
Dial
going on.
Square. Abby, are Arsenal still like Stoke City?
Yeah, but not yesterday. They were good yesterday.
To be fair, even Stoke beat Liverpool 6-1 once.
Yeah.
Eh?
Gerrard's last game.
Crazy things have happened.
Howler, that was. Sheldon Jackson, thoughts on Gabriel Marcotti saying he would rather have Kai Havertz over Ollie Watkins yesterday on ESPN, saying he wouldn't drop Kai for Ollie.
Well, Ollie's missed a lot of big chances this season.
That's your boy,
shocked.
innit?
So it's
I
my
saw
Havertz.
that stat the other day where they reckon he's missed more chances than Havertz.
See? So you're all cussing out Havertz, mate.
But I still like Ollie Watkins. Out and out striker.
Wake up,
yeah. Just the position.
But what Kai Havertz does off the ball and
he's
for
just-
how important he is for
just
how
needs
you
to-
play.
he needs more goals.
That's
though.
why I think Arteta is, how he's very stubborn in what he wants. That's why I think he's like, I'm not upsetting the apple cart too much because I feel like a lot of our play will change. Even though the fans, obviously, you're seeing like missed chances, just go and get a striker, we can put the ball back in it. But
They still
it
need a
is
striker.
bigger than that. To someone like Arteta, he's very meticulous.
Yeah.
So the type of striker you're going to go and get, he has to make sure it's
true.
the right one.
So
Ronnie
Watkins was a
Dodge.
fake
Oh, it's just that I think
Fake
it
No, I
looks
think
like
Robertson could have been. He holds
fake
the ball well.
market
He
pump.
occupies the line
Yeah.
well.
I'd like
stretches defences. I think
Yeah.
Watkins would be actually a good fit for you, but I feel like that bid was that was just.
But last
it was just
season
a
was like
pointless
Watkins
bid.
bang.
Yeah.
This season.
Ronnie Dodge can see Ruben fast tracking Chido Obi into the first
Yeah,
team.
you're gonna have to, mate.
Wow Belly says Lewis and Ethan Made for Madrid.
And Salim.
Steve K, MLS is not him, but the all in all believed that. Joe Haaland did those antics after an equaliser. He didn't even score. Gabriel warned them, wait till you come to our backyard.
Yeah,
What
tell
goes around comes around.
Yeah, boy,
Still 6 points
so
clear.
calm
Going to
down
be
after
9
doing
soon. Stay humble. You never walk alone, says Mr. Butler. Big up to you. Raherji says MLS is what AMN should have been. Boss man. Koletsko, what's this logic now that when a side has won multiple titles, they can't be mocked or clowned? F out of here. MLS gave it back to Haaland. I rate it. Red Square Party, player of the season for us this year. Maybe Gabriel and Raya, notable mentions. Also, Robbie, what's your source saying about that signing?
About what sign?
Well, you tell me. You do
On
transfer
Transfer Daily,
deadline.
when-
Read it again.
He's just saying what's your sources telling you today on transfer deadline.
There's always a source, isn't there?
The tomato ketchup bottle's empty, because right now
Nothing.
it's
Everything's
looking.
done.
It's looking.
Sourceless.
We were getting linked to Tell, but I was wondering with the
Probably
Matthias
wouldn't
Tell one.
fit
I'm like,
what you're trying
it's
to
not
do.
even that. It's like we need a striker. We got on that left hand wing where he plays. We got Trossard and Martinelli.
He can play up front as well.
Yeah.
but not-
Play across the
Yeah, and
front.
is he not? He's not that out. And the one that I'm surprised that Arsenal didn't get didn't kind of going for was that Kola Mwani. And he's actually doing well. He scored 3 goals in his
straight away,
last 2 games.
Did he?
They beat Brest at the weekend.
And that was just a straight loan. You know what I mean?
PSG. Wow, what a title for Arsenal. Acting like Madrid. You have no title of substance this century, says Aaron.
So what are people saying that just because you haven't
Century
won,
is not true. They've won a league this century.
because you don't win a title, or because you haven't won a title recently, you can make man mock
Celebration
you,
of league.
cuss off your manager, this,
Yeah.
that, and then you must just hold that.
No, listen.
Maybe you, where you come from, that's where I come from. Nah, we're not. If Arsenal players, would
We're
have
not
been just
mixed
mocking, just been carrying on like that, mocking Haaland with the celebration and that, with nothing had happened, I'd agree with him. I'd be like, no, why are you doing that?
Haaland
Haaland
celebration
started
for
this
you?
whole
But he
thing.
did- yeah.
He threw the ball in the back of the guy's head.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Like, it's like it was
funny,
funny,
though.
but like all of this, why Arsenal?
Yeah,
He
you're not laughing
started
now,
it. So Haaland shouldn't be moaning.
won
City
Tess?
fans shouldn't be
Who
moaning.
on test?
And to be fair
It's
to
just
Haaland,
part of football. I like
to
it.
be
We
fair-
need this.
Good. It's
to be fair to
shithousery.
Haaland,
It's been
innit?
too nicey, nicey.
Since Neil Mopay left, we
to
haven't
be
seen
fair
any
to
of
Haaland,
this.
he wasn't cussing, was he? He just
No.
took it.
Yeah.
He did
took
his
it.
little thing on the thing and he took it.
took it.
He was getting beer abuse from the
it.
fans. He took
Honestly,
it.
like
Instead of starting with his own fans, clap them, get off. Another day you go
you,
again.
you,
And-
need,
and-
you
more.
need this. You
And
need to
then
have this
we're going to have to
fight.
go up to their place and they'll be
nibbles.
waiting on us.
Exactly.
That's how it goes.
That's how it
It's been
goes,
like the
man.
last couple of years when it's
But
been
already.
City and Liverpool, and it's all been a loving, and it's like, oh, I love you so much, Jurgen. I love you
100%.
so
No,
much,
let's have
Klopp.
some wine.
don't
Like
like
it's just been so much lovey-dovey. It's like you want this bitterness, like build a rivalry, get the nibble, get the shithousery. We love it.
We do.
Love it. And
Black
like, I
Academic.
hate Arsenal more than anyone, but honestly, Lewis Skelly, I give it to you because that was cold.
Bad girl, Abby. You know what I mean? That's what I tell you. You know what I mean?
Cold.
Nah, these two are getting on.
I literally wanted to stand
What's
up.
going on?
I felt like
Have change,
standing up
maybe.
in that studio yesterday, being like, bro, like I love that.
Come
I
on,
love
man.
it.
Big
We
him
love
up.
it.
Right,
I was
there's not
smiling.
anyone
I
apart
was
from
smiling.
City fans, maybe, but even them, they should be like fair play.
Because it's so
They're not.
petty.
I mean,
it's
no, they're
so
not. They're not.
petty.
Game's the game,
It's such a
innit?
petty thing. It's something I feel like all of us would do.
Do you know what?
100%.
Do you know what that's
It's
done now?
about-
Since he did that, the
Yeah.
City fans coming out and even Chelsea fans saying now they want Liverpool to win the league.
No, obviously, still
It's
want you to
mad.
massively
Well,
win the
we
league.
Chelsea
Of course.
fans would have
mad.
always wanted you.
They must
Yeah,
have
we're
been
not
drunk.
big enough friend enough.
Who won?
Black Academic says, who was the ref in yesterday's game? Take notes, Oliver. We bigged him up already. Richie CFC, yes, humble. Stay humble. Gabriel, humble you. Precise Signs, Abbi won and still looks deflated. Gunners live rent-free.
Guys, I've got energy. I've had energy today.
Yeah,
I
you
love
have.
Stricto.
And then he says
Okay.
pathetic.
Stricto, I call him early and humble.
That's mad.
Declan Basmati Rice is cold. 100 million player for sure, says Captain T1.
Rice is doing everything.
Spurs got rejected by
What a
Tel
player.
Tamori and even disaster.
Ha, hold that, not anymore.
Not anymore, fella.
Not anymore.
JQ
Hold.
Flex, my cousin who's a
Such an
United
end of
fan,
the
said
night
he
move.
would field the academy kids for the remaining games. Is he onto something? What do you think?
It is literally
Yeah,
that.
Play the
Premier League
kids.
season's right off. So yeah, man.
Kayo Tel Bomba, he's joining Spurs now. Turkish and Matisse on fire from the Big Six stream. Warbelly Flex, I hope you're going to pay Troy then, the bet. What
No,
bet?
that was if we lose. That wasn't if we lose to Palace. That was if we lose to Arsenal in whenever we play.
Alright.
When's that, March?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kayo says, I'm a Spurs fan,
Bet
I'm
that Arsenal beat
fuming.
us.
0 goals in
And I said no.
10th in the league,
pay him, no.
FFS. Mr. Goonwide back again from Texas. How are we, lads? Still
Tex.
trying to figure out how players are able to continue after nut shots like the one Gabriel took.
Not shots.
There you go. They need to change the Liverpool Arsenal game time. It's currently 3 p.m. The whole world, of
Yeah, we'll
course,
change.
that will
That
change
will
to a
change.
Sunday
That will
4:30. I guarantee
that
it.
will
We will
change.
be there. It's a CNL. Right. Next up, Jean-Philippe Mabteta.
There we go.
No?
Man, Tess.
Now we're talking.
Palace win at Old Trafford again after 2 goals from Mateta. United a load of chances, as we know. Amarim benched Xerxes, Squirtsy, benched Hoyland, played Kobe Mainu as a false 9. Right, was the team selection wrong, Flex? Didn't play a recognised striker.
Nope. I don't know why he done that.
That's weird.
Should
I
not have
don't-
done
I
that.
don't know. Listen, you got to be careful in the fan base because
Very
you're not allowed to.
uneasy.
Criticise.
You can't, obviously, because obviously all the players are crap and it is all their fault and all of the stuff that happened before Amarim got there, which is all true, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
But I sense that you're not allowed, I'm feeling, to just go, but maybe why did you do that? Or maybe, nope, don't do it. So I'm not going to do it on here because they're going to come for me. Listen,
You should.
You should have some ball.
yeah,
Come
I
on.
will. We're 13th in the league.
Nice.
And we've let 2 forwards go now in Rashford and Anthony. You can argue about the quality and they won't play, whatever.
Anthony's a forward.
Whatever he is.
We weren't sure
We've
what.
let them 2 go. Tell's just gone to them. We're not getting any. I don't know what the hell is happening. Let's do the game first. Actually, the
Start with
game.
the yeah.
If you want to make that decision, Kobe Mainoo played well in the 10 against Steaua Bucharest, and he said that he was free, he was happy. He'd been struggling with some of the defensive side of the game in the 6. So it's about a position change. So we're going, and I had reservations. A lot of United fans, and I had to, because they've been saying, "Oh yeah, to play Kobe in a 10." I'm like, I don't know. It's a lot of running though out that way. I'm not sure. On the ball would be fine, but I still have reservation. I don't know. But obviously, Steaua Bucharest who were awful. But that's fine. So that's fine, cool. So I'm like, give him a run in the Prem then,
Yeah.
because the Prem's different. Teams don't respect us. As we know, they're going to come for us. There's fullbacks that go that way, so Kobe's going to have to do a lot out that way.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting him to play in a 10 so we can have a look. Puts him in a 9. And the pushback is that Hoyland and Xerxes are crap. And I get that, because they are, right? But it's not so much about them.
It's about what
It's
you've
about
done to Kobe.
Exactly. And it's about Kobe not being in the rightful position that he should be in, and the balance then being off from there. First 10 minutes, we were actually very good. Bruno, there's a new tactic as well in that game. Bruno's dropping into like the back 3 to collect the ball, playing as like a deep 6, hitting passes. We're going, to tell you what, Amory might be onto something. He might have to hold that. Then Palace work it out after 13 minutes. You know, you got Craig Richards, Mark
Started
Gahey.
well.
Got Craig Richards, Mark Gahey, and Lacroix just like Kobe,
Lacroix
10,
looks
9.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll just yum that up. That's easy.
Yeah,
Like, that's
easy food.
meat
Easy-
and
easy
drink,
pickings.
light work. And to be honest, this guy, Mateta, like 90%
Could've
of the
scored
game,
more.
could have scored,
Could've got a hat-trick.
but most of the game though, before we started being silly, Maguire's winning the duels, winning the headers. There's nothing really happening. And then what do? They just bozo stuff.
Yeah.
Just start making mistakes. Free kick, Euro, baptism of fire. Again, this is why they're easing him in. He's been out because he's not ready yet. It's a future signing. He felt that back post thing against Chris Wood. Now you felt it against, I think it was
Felt
Lacroix who headed it. I can't remember. Hits the crossbar. Harry Maguire not reacting. This guy's got a tap in. Joshua Xerxes comes on. He's got a chance to show Amorim why you should have started me in the 9. Gives the ball away instantly, counter-attack goal. So, listen, the season is so
Finished.
Did it
Focus
start-
on the cups.
Did it
Yeah?
start? Did it start?
Never.
Obviously-
It never started.
It finished very, very quickly.
Never started.
So the only thing which I cannot understand is, like I said, how I've left a month ago below Spurs, and somehow I don't know how we're above you. I don't know how that's happened. So we've gone up a few places, but the ceiling is this.
Yeah.
This Palace are the teams around it.
Yeah.
That's in the thing where we got to beat them.
Yeah.
Brighton are 9th and come and slapped us. So that's the seed. Can't go higher than.
Can't go higher.
Can't go page 1.
No.
Nah.
Page one can happen.
You were so
Interesting
bad
what you
against
said,
Brighton.
right? Like, because you said it sounds like you want to criticise Amorim, but you can't, because I get it.
don't want the hate.
With the United fan base.
Because you're not fit for the rebuild. You're
Yeah.
not being patient.
But I'm
You're allowed
look-
to say, like, that's a bad
But-
move, bro.
But listen, I'm not. In no way am I saying that this guy is not gonna be long term the answer at United, because we don't know yet. But he ain't off to a good start in my books, right? I see what David Moyes is doing. He's got worse players than
might catch
United,
us.
right? And look how he's getting wins. He's rejuvenated the team.
But the thing
And,
is,
and
David,
then I'm
David-
looking at Amorim. I'm like, is that what we? Mainu, he played well in the 10. I thought you'd play him in the 10.
Main who?
Why are you playing him as a striker?
That's rude.
It was a weird decision.
David Moyes'
I mean,
style
he's
suits
just throwing
being
away-
down there.
Yeah, it does.
Man United right now need a Sean Dyche. That's the level.
No,
that they
because we'll
play
stay
at.
up. No, we'll stay up.
Yeah, I'm not saying you'll get relegated, but I'm
Yeah,
saying
you
that's
will.
the,
Jesus
that's the
Christ.
kind of manager that suits what you have at the
What's he
moment,
doing?
which
Is he
a
experimenting?
muddle of
Is it
profile.
experiment?
Yeah,
He's
that's
still
what he's
trying to
doing.
And
play
he
his
is- and
way.
he is doing
He's still
that.
experimenting. He's still
He's
trying to
trying
figure
loads of
people
different
out.
things. And
And
he's
when you
also
do
making
that
a
in the Premier
stance.
League, you get punished.
Look,
Yeah, and he's making a stance.
He's
Not starting them
basically-
two is saying these men are shit.
He was.
Well,
It's
get
no,
me a
it's no
forward.
secret. He didn't want to come.
Doing that, innit?
He didn't want to come to
my
the end of the
signings.
season, right?
I never signed these, man.
Yeah.
Realistically, he did not want to come to the end of the season, and it was kind of
Yeah.
like an ultimatum. He said, "You come now or whatever." So he's come, and obviously, I don't think he anticipated how much of a shit show United is, and you know the players you brought in and the waste of money that you've spent back in Ten Hag and just buying like utter crap for the most part. And now he's not had a pre-season. This season is a write-off. You've got to focus on Europe or focus on the
Moyes hasn't
cups.
had a pre-season.
And it's like he's just like, I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to try this one, try that one, see my system. I'm not going to back down on my system, which I get, like as an Ange lover. I get that. Your system is your system. And he's like, we're going to buy players to fit in my system, and you're going to learn how to do it. So then when we get to the summer and we have a proper big, the main transfer window, and we do that, you're going to know how it's going to run for next season.
But even that,
He's
it's
not
like-
going to be able to.
with that.
But
With
even
PSR,
that,
he's gonna have to
this
work
is
with a
exactly
lot
what
of
I was
these
going to
players.
say.
He's
That's
not gonna be
that's
able to-
why.
Yeah.
This is why I push back a little bit on this thing of like, okay, all the players are shit. Yes, I get like when I've said
You
rip
even
it
said
up.
you don't need to keep 4 or 5 players
Exactly.
anyway.
So I'm not getting onto him saying like it should be way better than this, and Man United should look completely different. I'm just saying that like literally what you just said there and what you were saying. Like in the summer with PSR and everything, like we're not getting rid of like 60% of the guys. We're not. Like a lot of these players are going to be there, so there has to be some improvement. But what he does have in his corner is up until obviously just now. We've got Patrick Dorgu and a heaven kid from you. Like he hasn't bought or sold anyone. Like, and even Patrick Dorgu coming in as a young left wing back, we badly need wing backs for this system.
Yeah.
It's just, we have to start somewhere. So I do have to keep calm and go like, he said we're going to suffer. He didn't really want to come in now in this mess because this is probably why. And this whole team was built for something completely different.
Yeah.
And it's going to take
it's gonna
ages
take time,
to
but will he
undo
get
it.
it?
More licks come in. 100% understand that.
Yeah.
Focus on the FA Cup. Beat Leicester. Get through to the next round.
Shouldn't he, as a
Europa
manager,
League
though,
as well.
try and get a good vibe going, a good feeling? Because
Of course.
the only thing I'd say is that if, say,
If they wanted
you
that, they
get a
bought
load
the-
of losses under your belt, right, and then you go into next season and then it don't quite work out, even when you've bought in few, but then people start to look at your body of work. I'm just saying,
Yeah,
in
the
the
pressure will
future-
be on.
If he was the vibes guy, then they could have got Van Nistelrooy to just stay.
And just stay there, yeah.
If
they
you're
didn't want
looking
that.
for vibes and you're looking for no blueprint or no longevity, but you're looking for someone that can just get some vibes going, or someone that can just stabilize things and keep Man United in a respectable position, which is kind of impossible, then you get someone way less qualified, you get someone way less experienced, way less, someone of way lesser a level. David Moyes can go into Everton and implement what he can implement, because what he's implemented is far more basic. It's just trying to get the basics right. It's just trying to keep the club up. It's not a team that is expected to dominate the ball. It's not a team that has to be on the front foot. When Manchester United are at their best, they're playing the better teams because no one expects them to do anything. When they're at home to Palace or they're playing Brighton's, there's an expectation that, no, you need to be on the front foot. You need to play football. And that doesn't just come from the manager. That comes from the club. That comes from the fans. That comes from the badge. Like playing for Manchester United and playing for Everton is two different.
And the players can't do it, and that's why.
And
When
that's
we're,
what
like
it
you
is.
say, when we're the underdogs, and then people, oh, what you done against Liverpool? What you done against City? Yeah, because that is sit in, be solid. Ugarte, that's fine. Go kick some man. And then Nick won on the counter on that.
To be fair,
But
I
when
heard
the impetus is on you.
To be fair, I heard Amarin say that. He goes, I remember
He
when
says
they
it.
was
He
playing
knows what's
Southampton,
going on.
He goes, this could be a bigger test because
because you've got to play football.
And that's what does fill me with a little bit of confidence about him is because
knows,
he does say what he said. We're seeing the same thing.
And if you actually just did that against most teams, apart from maybe the bottom four,
we'd get
you'd
better
get
results. Yeah,
you'd get results. If you parked it against
Yeah.
Palace at home, you'd get a result. However,
Can't play that.
what is the point?
They're parking it too.
Yeah, but then is that what's the point?
Yeah,
You know
but
what I
short
mean?
term, just for the rest of the season, do whatever you need to do to stop. 5 out of 7. I'm going Old Trafford, knowing I'm getting licks every time.
Yeah.
Hold.
Would you rather he park it?
I'd rather just do whatever you need to do until the summer.
Just to win the game.
Maybe,
But
maybe.
I understand.
But he's the
don't
wrong man to
compromise.
ask to
But
do that.
Exactly.
Ask someone
we
else
have-
to do
So
that.
we have to understand
Exactly.
who we have. So I, as a
Exactly.
fan, can't go. I know
And
this
you
guy, and I
dragged
believe
him.
in
You
it.
dragged him away
Exactly.
from his
Dragged him
happy
away.
place. You made him
Dragged
come.
him away.
Dragged
Yeah.
as well.
him away.
Yeah.
And you've got to let him do what he's got to do.
Yeah.
Injury for
Rip it
Martinez.
up.
You got
Anyway, hold.
Have you got any of
Big
the,
old
Have you got any of your
hold.
So this is the bit
Hold
where you
it.
take off that.
You asked me
t-shirt.
about
So
that.
have you got any of your goal
I've got
scorers on the
today.
t-shirt underneath?
Well,
Nothing.
No.
Gotta get through
So
it.
none of your goal scorers. You're not doing anything because you
No.
won a game.
No, just
Right.
in mourning for United.
Right.
But
You
I'll
care
keep this on.
about.
Listen,
You're mourning for the team
you
that you're
and me,
below.
We are mad
You're mourning for the team that you're
siblings.
below.
I have missed
So
you.
why are you talking about
I've
this
missed
then?
you
We're
because
not
Mateta
against
rises against you every year.
What
Mateta
does he do
rises
against
against
you
me.
then?
I was finishing my sentence.
Oh.
Mateta rises against me. There's posters hanging up round here.
Yeah.
I get thrown in the t-shirt on this and that. So you and me, we are the
Didn't you
same.
hold that T-shirt a few weeks ago?
Yes, you did.
No.
Oh no, it's the Havertz one.
Havertz one.
Yeah, that was
Because
it.
he was a
Havertz.
disgrace.
Martinez
and
And
Drew.
also,
everything.
it looks
Bit of
quite nice
karma.
with my outfit, so I'm going to keep it
Probably.
on.
I don't know who told you it's nice to be out there. We have to keep it.
No, we got to move on.
Gotta
Super
move
chats.
on.
Jake.
I'll take it off.
No,
You
don't
wear
get
it.
rattled. Don't take it off
No,
because I said
no,
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 rattled.
no, no.
You had
Oh,
chest
it's
for this.
late.
You see how easy it is to
late.
So late this.
Now
It's
she's taking
late.
it off.
It's late.
Very
It's
late.
late.
It's for you.
You
It's
said
late.
it was good with
It's
your outfit.
late.
and now
You did look good with my outfit.
But now because I dropped it, you just
It's
like,
late.
look
Yeah,
at
no,
him, this
no,
good
no.
outfit.
Now you made me say
All right, we
Late.
must
It's
move on,
late.
guys.
It's late.
Jake, Rashford, Rodgers, Watkins, Ramsey, Bailey, Malin, Asensio in attack, Onana, McGinn, Kamara, Tielemans, Barkley midfield, some defenders, and they are serious, says Jake. Dan says, Arsenal, this is your year, bridesmaids. Tell to Spurs, bomber from Fabrizio. Yeah, we got that. Does Weghorst have a twin? I'm asking for United, says Baldo. So embarrassed about Tell being forced to join us, says Maria. Mohammed, AGT, it's a blessing to go from Hendo, Fab, Ginny, and Naby to Sobo, Ryan, Maka, and Endo. I preferred Diaz on the left wing and striker. Me too, my bro. You never walk alone. John, people forget Arsenal have ticked off a lot of hard away games already. They've played all of the top 12 away, bar 2. Liverpool still have some tricky away games to manoeuvre. You're right. Tanishk, Abbi, be careful. Tell could pull a Willian. Who knows?
Go where?
Yeah. Tell is going to Spurs. Another failure by Glinios. Which washed up striker are we bringing in now? Flex, did you see Santan Dave's tweet? Says Shaunak.
What do you say?
Just cussing like some of the ex-pros. He thinks like throwing Russia under the bus. He said apart from Rio and Keane, he said he feels like they're just like ganging up on players and just talking from a bad standpoint and that.
Murtaza, tell
It's better
Tottenham,
he's
here
out
we go.
already.
Fabrizio announced. Pot to the Aloe. Looking at both teams' fixtures, if we beat Everton, the last 10 plus games are going to be interesting to say the least. It's a great title race. Peace and love. AMN, we have a full panel and not one Manchester City rep. Yet we have Man City fans in the comments as if we asked them to be here. AFC. Dan, want to kiss Robbie right now, not going to lie, says Dan.
Hey,
Daniela,
Okay.
is it? Or
what could be done?
could be
Couldn't it?
Dan?
Could be done.
Nothing wrong with it. Finn Germeyer says, is Abby single? I need a girl that loyal. No matter how much I get disappointed, she will always be excited when I throw her a bone of hope. Jesus Christ, mate.
You don't have to read
Tell
out.
us.
I think you should
Do
have
you-
read that.
Do you have to read out?
Probably
all the
just
super
could have
chats?
kept it
Yeah.
moving, couldn't you?
Me and Abby are a thing, so back off, says Dan.
Anyway,
Missing Sophie Rose on the channel. This guy's thirsty,
Yeah, I
man.
think you could
just-
just probably
just see
text
if
him
we can
off.
just
Yeah.
spread it
Just
that way.
get
Yeah,
rid of
Stefan,
it.
yeah.
I might send
have a
some
drink of
man-ting
water,
in
my
as well.
friend. Random guy in the UK says, only thing United can do now is win Europa and push Chelsea Newcastle towards the Conference League. It's the only trophy that is available. When United got Rasmus, he scored 9 from 32 and Ketia 9 from 39. Eddie barely starting. Was he really even that much better, says Mike. Shahaj Flex, a question: if you own 29% of something, will your primary motivation be ROI or improvement of the product? Now understand the conundrum of Sir Jim. Gabe, Abby, your future is more secure with me than Spurs, says Gabe. Big up him. Big Don looking hella sharp too, says Dan. Dan's liking you today, isn't he? Right, let's rattle through these. Tottenham win a game after 49 days without a win in the Premier League. Are they turning a new leaf under Ange?
You did it.
We did it. Do you know how nice it was, right, to have today? Like, going to work, do the show, come here, and also, like, it's been 49 days. 49 days since we won 49 days since we won a Premier League game, and it just feels good, doesn't it, lads? Like, it just feels right to just wake up on a Monday and feel happy. And we did that, and we low blocked it, and I loved it. Everyone said, Ange, don't mix things up, Ange, don't change things. Yes, he did. It was honestly balls to the wall. You're gonna defend it, you're gonna get through it, and they did it. Shout out Jed Spence, shout out Ben Davis for coaching Archie Gray through that all the time. Archie Gray, honestly, I'm obsessed with Archie Gray. And do you know what? We got the job done.
She's the last one left. You have to give her this because she's the only Ange person left.
I have ridden for Ange.
So like, I understand. Like, she's standing on an island on her own, yelling.
And when there is fruition,
with smoke signals,
when it comes to fruition,
save me, letting off flares,
vape signals,
SOS on the beach.
Never forget that I was walking up. I might not have run up it sometimes, but I'm still on the M1 for you.
You're still on there, yeah?
I will ride out.
What service station are you at?
But it was. What do you mean? You lost to Leicester. What do you mean?
What? Yeah, lost to Leicester.
She's never.
It's over.
Listen, I will ride for Ange until the day I can't ride no more. Okay.
Don't dream.
Anyway,
You've got to be lucky, that goalkeeper, man. Like that standing goalkeeper.
Sometimes you've got to create your own luck, right? Spurs have had bad luck this season with injuries and everything. And all I'm going to say is sometimes you've got to have a moment that changes it. And I'm saying you can create your own luck, and hopefully that's a turning point. Because last week I was sitting here trying to tell you that we were in a relegation battle. If we'd have lost that game, it was peak. But now up to 14th, 2 points behind you lot, and it's looking slightly better. We are on for 40 points.
Premier League game
mid-table finish. Yeah.
We've got you next.
It's late.
In the Prem, because FA Cup this week, and the next week. And then we've got Everton away, so now
it's at home though,
we're
right?
in trouble. No, that's what I'm saying. No, it's at your place, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's all right, yeah.
It's late.
Are you sure you want to do that?
It's late.
Are you sure you want to do that? Are you that good that you can do that?
Damn,
The little hair flick.
Just the 7.
The little hair flick.
That you, yeah?
The dismissal of Manchester United.
Wow. A hat trick from Tell.
Hat-trick from Tell.
Only time.
The Tell Derby.
Will Tell.
The way the season's got. I'll
Tell
Tell
Derby's
Derby.
going to score in that game.
Tell Derby.
Probably.
Yeah,
Wow.
and then give it all that.
I'm just enjoying my
Great win. Great win. We got to move on though. Next up, what a result for Nottingham Forest.
Wow.
Did you see there was this viral clip going around, right? This pub in Nottingham. I don't know which borough in Nottingham it's from, right? But they said, come down, watch the 12:30 kickoff. Every time Forest score, you get a free pint.
What?
No.
It was dry. The bar was dry.
Yeah, they must have run out.
Shots for them.
And for free as well.
Free.
Wow.
So there's Forest fans filming the 7th one, all wobbling over to the bar, going, "Come on, keep it coming. You should have done that post." But now it's gone viral, bro.
Promo,
it's
though.
gone
Really
viral.
good promo for the bar.
Yeah, the
So good.
pub's buzzing.
That deal's off now.
They must have given away.
Next time they do
How
that
many?
deal,
They must have given away 100 pints.
100.
They must have lost
That's
a grand.
good, though. Must have.
Great promo though. Big 'em up, man.
That's hilarious.
7-0. Chris Wood hat trick. He's taking the piss at this stage. Brighton
How many goals
absolutely
is he on this
mudded.
season?
16, 17.
Wow.
Fire.
Hat trick of assists for Morgan Gibbs White. They're just taking the piss, aren't they? How can you lose 5-0 and then win 7-0?
Did you see that weird graphic where it was like whoever, can't remember who it was, Bournemouth beat Brighton 5, and then it was and then Brighton beat whoever 5. It was a weird thing, like weird little thing that's going on at the
Listen,
minute.
not Forest are not going anywhere anytime soon. That was a minor blip last week against Bournemouth.
Big blip.
Well, it was a big blip. It was a minor blip in terms of the season,
blip,
right? You shouldn't be judging their season off that game. And Bournemouth did the same to Newcastle. So Bournemouth, and we just watched them against Liverpool. Bournemouth are a very good team. They can do that to you. But Forest, they can defend. Not last week, but usually they can defend. In both boxes, they're physical and they're effective. And that's all they are. Direct. Forest don't piss about. They don't waste time. They're not interested in all of this la-di-da nonsense. They just get the ball into the big man.
the ball through the thirds.
Ball to the big man. Get your noggin on it. Into the back of the net. Head the ball
Get
away,
it
make
to
your clearances.
Buckstick. Get Woody at Buckstick.
Yeah, man, they're
Finish.
old-fashioned Prem. They're old-fashioned
Yeah.
Prem.
They
I
are.
love them.
We
I do
like them.
like
It's good
to
to watch,
see it.
though.
It's great to watch. Exactly. It's
entertaining.
exciting.
Nuno
It's
Espirito
exciting.
Santo.
Would have been good to
Don't
watch
look
in
at
that
me with
pub
no
as
eyes.
well.
Nuno
Keep your eyes on
Espirito
the
Santo.
camera.
Kept
Keep
him,
your
mate.
eyes
Gotta
on the
move on,
camera.
Rob. Don't we?
Nuno
Eyes on the
Espirito.
camera.
You should have run up the motorway for him.
Eyes on the camera.
And it's nice to see a big
Nuno.
club. Big club up there as well. Champions
Yeah, yeah.
League winner.
And right,
Bigger
you
than
got-
Spurs.
Multiple
you got-
times.
You
Why
got
you
rid
get-
of him too
don't-
early.
No, yeah, I
didn't give him a chance.
Well,
I agree,
maybe.
but either way, the style of
Quite
football weren't ever going to be what
potentially,
we wanted.
Unlucky.
It's never
The style
been.
of
I'm
They just
fine.
won 7-0.
Would you rather have this
That's
foreign
the-
style, alright?
Yeah, but it was never
They
going
just
to be
won
at
7-0.
that time.
Man.
It
That
was never
star's
gonna
all
be-
right to me.
Yeah, I'll take that all day long, mate. But
You
yeah.
are
been
never
in
going to
profit.
get me
Why are
to
you
beat
getting-
Ange out.
what?
Let me enjoy my Monday. I haven't won a Premier League game in 49 days. Leave
Right,
me
but how
alone.
can you say
Be humble. Stay humble.
Right, I've got a shout out. I've got a shout
didn't
out.
like his style?
Stay
7-0.
humble.
It was the Gedling Inn.
Different
It's
strokes
actually where
for different
Tegan's from.
folks.
Gedling Inn, right? Pub's 3 pint for every goal offer backfires spectacularly after
man.
7-0 Forest score.
Love it.
What would be lovely now is if the club
apparently-
gave them the money
Yeah,
they lost.
apparently Miss Webster, right,
So he
the
runs it.
manager,
Alright.
said she did breathe a sigh of relief when the full-time whistle blew. But she was good to give something back to all the patrons and fans, aka the pissheads that go there every day.
You just need the
Big
club
up.
to come in
Next up, Fulham getting a big big away win at Newcastle, 2-1 in the end. Muniz, 84th minute, gets the winner. Newcastle and Matty Renton thought it was all happy days,
Happy
and then
days.
bang bang, 2-1, hold that. And now,
defeats.
how does that affect them going into this Arsenal game? I'm sure you'll have a preview to talk all about that. Everton move above Tottenham briefly. They did with a 4-0 home win against Leicester. 9 seconds. First goal,
it's
Doucouré.
Yeah.
Beto
Crazy.
with a couple, giving it the old.
It's not the Leicester that beat you, is
Benteke.
it?
It's what?
That's not the Leicester that beat you. Like.
Yeah, it would be the Leicester.
It would have been.
Listen,
No,
it's
it
been,
would
there's
have
been a lot of
Same time.
6-pointers recently in Spurs.
Same
nil.
time. That's a massive win for the Toffees.
back.
We got one next week.
Hold
One next
that
week, big
Leicester.
6-point hours.
I will say that. Ipswich 1, Southampton
Same.
2. Did you see the Southampton fans saying you're just a bus stop in Norwich? Unreal.
That's so rude.
Yeah, but listen, they
I can't
can't.
believe Southampton.
Shout out
won that.
Southampton.
Yeah, I
They're
did not see that coming.
I predicted
No
that.
I saw
No,
a given
because-
for Ipswich.
No,
Because we're
no.
clapping them for not being worse than Derby
But
County.
that's why they deserve.
That's not a clap. I'm sorry.
No, but you know
Look
what,
at that.
right?
Big
not.
club bias.
You know
Look
what?
at that, man.
They can't.
Shitting on the teams down there trying to hang
shit
on, in
on
there.
themselves.
You know what I mean?
They shit on
Mate,
themselves.
they're just trying to- it's a
They
big
take
win
a
for
shit
them,
on
man.
themselves all season.
Big win.
And now, for once, they clean up their own
Relegation
shit. And you want us to
survival
clap.
on. You know what I mean?
You want us
Big
to
them up.
clap because
Rather
they
put
decided
shit
I wanted to show them a
wipe.
little bit of love, you
For
know?
once, they wiped this season. The second time they've wiped this season, you want us
Big
to
club
clap.
privilege, you know.
It's
This
What
is
big
like-
club
Why-
privilege?
Talking about wiping.
They're just trying to hang on in there, you know. They've got a big
Hang on
win.
where? Hang on where?
They're playing
going
against
down.
Ipswich, their fellow
They're
relegation.
going down, brother.
Wow.
They've just wasted the 3 points.
How
Them 3
about
points
this?
They
could have gone
wasted
to
it.
Ipswich needed them 3 points.
How about this?
You've wasted
They
the
only
3
had
points.
6 at the
You're
time.
going down anyway.
They
What
could
are you
capture
doing?
Ipswich. They could go
Give
past
them.
them.
The
Guess
Ipswich
what?
need
They're
them
both
3
going
points.
down. You're both
Not
going down,
necessarily.
so hold that.
Ipswich needed them 3 points more than that. That's
Wolves
just
2, Aston Villa 0.
Wild.
Mateus
That's
Cunha
so
with a
rude.
great finishing
What a goal, by the way.
Giving it that.
Yeah.
Sign the
Hey,
team.
Trent, you know what to do, buddy. But he did that on the pitch after, took his shirt off.
Yeah.
What a goal.
Just to the
Poor,
side,
but
to be
I
honest.
have to say, Marlon absolutely robbed. For
Yeah.
Aston Villa.
Yeah,
Another-
There was
VAR.
absolutely
Another
no
shocking VAR decision.
Why is it
interference
every-
of play there.
every
It's
week?
absolute rubbish, mate.
Every week.
Absolute rubbish. But big up Wolves. That was a big win for them, and they needed it. And I think that's all the games this weekend. But quick score prediction tonight: West Ham, Chelsea. Or is it Chelsea, West Ham?
Chelsea was
Chelsea,
You'd be
West
all right
Ham.
at home, innit? Surely
Score
against
prediction, please, my
never
brother.
all right.
It's real difference.
Never all right.
Potter
Never
coming
alright.
back
Potter
to
Derby.
haunt.
Come on,
Deadline
Graham.
day as
Actually,
well?
No, we don't. We need.
them. They ain't got enough.
What do you need?
We don't want West Ham to win.
No.
No, we don't.
Where are West Ham?
Near us.
They're above us.
Of course, they're with you lot. Wherever you lot are, they're with you.
Hold on.
Get the table up.
These two,
West
man,
Ham.
honestly.
We don't.
15th. What at Ross? 27.
No,
Right,
come
they
on.
go.
Rise, Chelsea.
Hey!
Up the Chelsea. Up the Chelsea. Cole Palmer. Get Cole Palmer.
You are
Palmer in.
embarrassing.
If they
Under the
beat you,
lights.
bro, they go above us.
Jesus.
And above you. They go
Yeah,
above both of us.
Under the lights. Come
Bridget.
on, Cole. We need to see
Caicedo, I
it.
need the masterclass.
Pen Palmer, right.
Caicedo's
All of
still the
this.
best midfielder this
Need
season.
it. Need
I
it.
mean,
that how bad it's got?
yeah,
no,
right,
no.
man.
Madueke.
I want Madueke.
Jadon
Swerve.
Sancho.
Sancho!
Sancho.
I want a jinky
Jadon
mininky from
Sancho.
Sancho.
We need it.
Set Nicholas Jackson.
I asked
Chelsea
him for a
fans.
score prediction
Big Chelsea.
Sorry.
about 5 minutes ago.
I'll go over 2-1 Chelsea win. But
You do that every time. And you,
Oh, sorry.
you do that as well.
Sorry.
And you,
We always
you do
concede.
that as well. Actually.
sorry.
It's always 2-1. Yeah, boring. boring.
Be our luck that West Ham win.
Who scores?
Nah, they won't.
Exactly. Where's your two coming
We
from?
need anybody to
Scores
score.
God.
Freeze it.
Yeah, God.
Hey, Havertz must be catching up on Jackson.
Probably.
Nah, he's
Probably
overtaken him,
overtaken
surely.
him. Let's go Jackson to actually score for once.
They go both of us.
And Palmer.
Palmer. I'm going to go...
I will be alright because the goal.
Wait,
You'll
if
go
West
for
Ham
15.
got Evan Ferguson fit to play tonight?
Is he there? Is he
He
done?
signed today,
He
yeah.
signed today, but I don't think
I
he'll
don't
go
think
straight
so.
in
I
like
don't.
that.
He's.
Whack him on the bench, man.
No, because when you
Little
got
10
submit the
minutes
team
at the
sheet
end.
for tonight's game, it probably would have been.
Yeah,
No,
probably
you
would
can
have been
submit
Friday.
it like an hour and a half before, no?
No, that's
No,
not the team sheet, the
register
register for who can play in this
Register.
round of fixtures.
Present. Score prediction for tonight? Quickly. So.
2-1 West Ham.
2-1 West Ham.
Hammers.
Bad man.
Hammers.
I'd just take like
Nicky,
a 1-0,
big up the bridge with Nicky.
1-0 Chelsea or something.
1-0
Yeah,
Chelsea.
It's going to be 3-0 Chelsea.
I'll go 2-2.
Okay.
That doesn't serve us really.
West
either.
Ham have been
really.
playing
Don't
all right.
care.
Listen, it's a bit
But they
of a
couldn't
bad
play any
night
worse.
prediction, but they've actually picked it up.
They-
They had a good draw in their last game, innit?
Against
Villa.
They couldn't get any
I
worse.
think you know
True.
what? Draw.
Draw. Yeah.
Draw.
Fair enough. A couple of super chats to play us out. PARA says, how is Burnley getting Marcus Edwards on loan? Deal of the day, and Amrin just sitting back and let it happen.
Surprised you lot didn't go for. Well, mind you, they're buying him, aren't they?
£1 million
It's not a
loan or
yet.
something,
For
though, isn't
Marcus
it?
Edwards. just
Yeah,
bring
because
him
he was
back
at
to Spurs,
he was at Spurs.
Has
So
anyone's team owners in football
Put it
betrayed their team like the Mavs owners did by trading
Mad.
Luka to LA Lakers, says Renesee. Sahaj, a big issue with United fans is we want to be competitive without the struggle. City with investment took 5 years, so did Liverpool's strategy. Juno tonight to find out if we've been catfished again, says the Chelsea fan. And DH says you two are so shameless. I'm assuming it's them two with their little mud siblings argument there. Right, to wrap us up, have we got a sausage of the week? Have we got MVP of the week in my WhatsApps? Let's get them in right now, please. But that was a good show. It's good to have us all back around this table. Table is still a bit wobbly, but it doesn't matter because us five are back around it. And we've got a transfer deadline show tonight, Rob.
Mm-hmm.
Keeping you informed with all the business. So big up. That should be an interesting one. So
Love
come
a
back
bit
and
of
watch
transfer
that.
daily.
Also, we ain't done nothing yet, man. What go on? We need a striker.
Yeah, we'll find out if they do get one on the show later. And don't forget, obviously, there's a Carabao Cup
Carry
semi-final
on,
second
listen.
leg to happen this week.
Nelly over
We're
at
playing
Abbi.
Spurs
I love
at Anfield
Nelly.
on Thursday night.
Two little
They're
signs
playing
that run out your
Newcastle
mouth.
away.
transfer
Abby, we have a separate video coming out. 3 predictions
Yes, we
each
do.
that we think
Yeah.
are going to happen in that
Think
game.
we
That's
do.
out
You
tomorrow at
confident for
5
that game?
o'clock. Don't answer because we've got a
Not
separate
allowed
video
to answer,
coming
it's
out.
embargoed.
Yes, embargo. Embargo till 5 o'clock tomorrow when it comes out. Right, results
See
are
how
in.
she's moving now, right?
Results are in.
Big words like that, yeah? Embargoed.
Yeah, literally. Results are
It's
in.
America tomorrow. See you later.
Sausage of the week for the 4th consecutive week. AGT with the lowest score for sausage of the week. Get in there, you beauty. 7%.
Weird.
8%. 31%. But running away with sausage of the week this week.
Oh.
Why?
It's Flex with 52%.
Well, you
You
say
didn't even play the game.
I hasn't even done anything. We ain't played.
You ain't done anything for 2 shows in a
Back in
row.
style.
Welcome back.
Return in
Welcome back.
So
style.
we will have to move the shows to Tuesday. All their games on
I
a
know,
Monday
I
night.
know.
What,
It's
what?
because they play Thursday.
Well,
Thursday
we're
night,
going to be
Monday
playing
night.
Thursdays from March, so it won't be on Mondays
Right,
anymore.
MVP
You lot are
of the
irrelevant
week.
now, man. Monday night and Thursday night.
This is a time. This is late.
It's what it is, eh?
MVP of the week, 4%. Matthijs, he hasn't even played. Don't know why he's even
weren't
involved,
even
to
in
be
the
honest.
running, that's rude.
AGT, 12%. Would have
So
expected
rude.
a bit more for winning away at Bournemouth, but it's all right, not for everyone. Isn't it, Rob? Who gets the winner this week. 66% have given it to Rob, and 16% Abby,
I'll
second
take
place.
it. I'll take second
I-
place. Like
People,
I'd rather win the
thank
league,
you,
but yeah.
thank you
it's
very
all
much
good.
for that 66%. But I'm just going to stay humble and not
Not celebrate, right?
No.
Please don't celebrate.
Can't do it.
Um,
Do it.
stay humble.
gonna go
Do
for
it.
Humble, eh?
Couple more super chats. Mighty fancy a big win against Newcastle. Predict. I'm sure there's predictions coming out on our AFTV for that
Yep.
Newcastle game. Kevin, Arsenal are to City what Spurs are to Arsenal. And again, you two are so shameless. Big up each and every time. We'll be back on Monday where somebody's getting cooked, but it's an FA Cup weekend. So
It won't be me.
who have you got?
Yeah.
Who have
It
you
won't be
got?
me. We're out.
Rest up this weekend.
Hey, like, I'm
Go
gonna be-
Dubai or
I'm gonna
something.
doing Matisse next week. I'm just chilling, man.
I'm just chilling,
Sit
bro.
back. Well, you're not here.
I'm a chill guy.
Yeah, I won't. I
Tell
won't
everyone
be-
again. You're going to
Go
Thailand.
to Thailand. Go to Thailand, people. I'm going to be watching Liverpool Everton derby at 3 a.m. in Koh Samui, so watch out
I can't
for that
wait for him
vlog.
to be in the group chat. Be like, guys, don't at me on Twitter. I'm in Thailand. God, guys, I can't respond to tweets. I can't respond to tweets. I'm in Thailand.
Where's the earring? Where's your earring?
Last time you were on
Where's your
holiday,
earring?
we're atting you on
Where's it
Twitter.
gone?
Guys, I can't respond right now. I'm on holiday.
I can't respond. On holiday doing a Cop TV video.
Too far behind.
I'm uploading the video now. Leave me alone.
AGT, man.
No, but this is my last appearance now for like 6 shows.
6?
Is it?
What?
Wait,
6?
4 or 5? 4 or
6?
5.
Where'd you get that from?
Oh,
It's 2
okay.
a week.
Yeah, I'm away for like 2.5 weeks. I know.
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
as, well
Anyway.
as one door closes, another one opens.
Yeah, welcome back. So this is the day
We
where
can't get the full gang together.
No.
Ridiculous.
For
No,
one show,
hella
one show
injuries,
only.
hella
Ridiculous.
rotations.
Yeah, and
But we're
Shetlands.
getting Doyle, no?
Good way to
Maybe
start the
getting
show,
Doyle.
mate. Got no fucker here.
Some would say.
No,
that's an
Doyle's
upgrade
coming
anyway.
in. Maybe that's an upgrade, maybe a downgrade. We'll leave that to you. Take care. See you soon.
Can I not have a private life?
Get out the studio, bro.
Brother, he deserved it, man. I'm telling you, every week.
£1 billion butter job!
And I tried to buy the most expensive thing. Okay, this is literally 2 minutes.
Get that camera out my face.
Trent's head is already in Madrid, mate.
Pushing it and running past Trent like, oh, it's you.
Sorry, I just sweared and demonetised you again.
Take that out. Don't keep that in. Camera out my face, man.
You see that? Do you see that?
You guys ready?
We're ready.
Where's this going, first of all?
This is a disgrace.
No,
it's
no,
a
it's
cheat.
not.
Come on! I'm so happy, bro.
No, I'm not having it, Robbie.
I want to see Ty up in that camera.
Run the link now!
Yes.
Oh, you gotta hear? He said it. Never. Yeah. Hold.